That's me. And then there's no more after me. Now, I do supplemental things. I'll pop up on SportsIllustrated.com. I'll pop up on Fox News. I'm all over the internet, whether it's YouTube or iTunes, notsam.com. But the bottom line is, the reason that I'm everywhere is because I'm the last professional broadcaster. Primetime Sam Roberts. And you're going to see exactly why tonight. So much going on tonight. A lot to talk about. Big announcement coming from the Rachel Dolezal camp. The media is just not done with her. There's a little more Dolezal juice to squeeze out of that ethnically confused rump of hers. A little more juice to squeeze out. We'll get to that tonight. I was tweeting about it. Apparently, Jimmy Fallon's a drunk. Huge surprise. Jimmy Fallon likes to go out and have a few cocktails. Never saw that coming. A lot to get into. Luis J. Gomez is going to be here in a little while. The Puerto Rican rattlesnake. Very funny comic. And look who just walked in. DJ Whoo Kid is starting the show out with me. What's going on, Whoo Kid?
Live long and prosper, nigga.
Well, no, I saw you, and I'm going to get to that. The Mike Tyson clip all over TMZ. You started an alter ego. It's called the N-word Spock.
Yeah, the nigga Spock.
And this isn't just for Halloween?
Yeah, I've been nigga Spock for years. Ever since Mr. Nimoy died, I just had to take over.
You took the reins from Leonard Nimoy.
I mean, he's an ugly nigga, but I'm a cutie.
Right, that's what I was just thinking. That was my next question. Like, don't you think that being a cutie, you may not be the right man for the job?
Nah, I took over, man.
You did. You did.
Yeah, I'm in the hood hard.
What have you been up to? I talked to you last week. You walked in here. You brought D12 with you,
which was very, very rare and weird.
Very weird. Then you disappeared for a while. Then you showed up on Instagram, and you were going into a club dressed as Spock, riding a white horse, and celebrating your birthday 3 weeks late.
It's Django in space.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, we started a new fucking thing here, being, Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino's too busy accusing the cops of being murderers, and you're like, don't worry, Q.
I'm pushing that Django shit.
I got this. Q, you worry about the cops.
You know what I mean?
I'll figure out the plot of your next film.
You know what I'm saying? You worry about that, I worry about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the space slave owner. What? Don't worry about it, Q. Worry about the cops.
Is that a nigga in a spaceship?
I'd watch the film.
They would say that because, there is a scene in that movie where it says, is that a nigga on a horse?
Right.
So they gotta have a scene where is that a nigga in a spaceship? Because they don't think black people are going to be flying ships. I mean, you got one or two that blow up here and there, but...
Well, honestly, when you get on an airplane, how often is the pilot white? Fairly often. You know what I mean? Most airplane pilots are white, aren't they?
You're right.
I am right, aren't I?
I mean, Denzel was a pilot.
And look what he fucking did. He turned the plane upside down and crashed it anyway.
He's a pilot.
You know what I mean? He's not a good pilot. He's a drunk.
I know a pilot that he be flying drugs here from Colombia to here. He's a pilot.
Yeah, I know, but he's Colombian. That's different.
He's still a nigga, man.
That's true. 866-969-1969. You want to call Sam Roberts Show? Call up now, because DJ Whoo Kid, you know what we like to celebrate at the beginning of every Sam Roberts Show?
What's this?
You ready to get turned on?
Yeah. My dick left.
Who could, the door just opened and shut. What, was that your penis leaving?
It was so angry it left.
Your dick, and the balls, I believe, were the feet. Just walking right out, marching. No, we've got no business here.
Live long and prosper, nigga.
It did. It had a tiny little Star Trek shirt
I wish you were on the tour with me. I went from Miami, D12 with you. That started off the chaos. And then it went from Miami to I don't know. I don't even know where I was after that. Minneapolis, and I went to Dallas.
I got to do that. I got to do one
Atlantic
leg of
City.
your trip with you, where I'm doing like live shows from your airplane or tour bus or wherever you're at, and we're just getting into adventures.
Come on, man. You see my Instagram. It's just whores and booze and
I like
drugs and partying.
Vagina pancakes.
When I came back, I'm just on my Netflix again.
That's it. Netflix and chill, but actually just Netflix and chill.
I slept 10 hours today.
That's beautiful.
It felt really good. I felt like a black person for once.
866-969-1969. If you want to be a part of the hottest segment in radio, it's called the Top of the Show phone segment. That's what that guy was talking about, all sexually.
Okay.
Top of the Show phone segment, Whoo Kid. You're only going to see a hot segment like that here on Sam Roberts Show. What we do is top of the show, meaning the beginning of the show, phone segment, meaning we answer the phone. So that is the Top of the Show phone segment. It's called TOTS, and there's bumper stickers everywhere.
What?
You just wait. It's going to be a billboard in Times Square that says Top of the Show phone segment.
Oh, let's do it.
Only on hashtag SR Show.
Oh, man.
That's right. It's exciting.
I'm excited.
And if you want to tweet in, you can also tweet at SR Show SXM. That's at SR Show SXM. They're already coming in. Let's go to... You jerking off to this?
Well, my dick is knocking on the door. It's going to come back in.
It does.
Let it back in.
But come on in, Whoo Kid's dick. I won't play it again. Let's go to Jack in Wisconsin. Jack, welcome to the Top of the Show phone segment with DJ Whoo Kid. By the way, Whoo Kid, this is going to be an abridged version. Sometimes the Top of the Show phone segment ends up going on for an hour. We're going to do it quick because I want to tell you what my weekend was like.
Okay.
What's going on, Jack?
Hey, this is Chad, actually, from Wisconsin.
Adrian, you son of a bitch.
Adrian. What do you call a black guy that flies an airplane for a living?
Denzel Washington, I guess. I don't know.
A drug dealer.
No, pilot, you racist bastard.
You're right, Jack. You're right. You're right to say it. You're right to say it.
We're so awful.
We're bad people, Whoo Kid. Matt in Cleveland.
Call the Pope.
Come on, fellas.
How you doing, Matt?
Hey, I got a question for Whoo Kid, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Whoo Kid, you remember Amon Shumpert from the Knicks? Now he's with the Cavs?
Mm-hmm. We smoke mad weed together. Yeah, what up?
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. I saw him on the weekend. He was at LeBron's Halloween party, and he dressed up like a girl.
What?
And all the comments from the black guys were so negative and hating. What's the big deal? They're calling him gay because he dressed up like a girl on Halloween.
What's wrong with that? Why is it like people so like black people so homophobic when men dress like women?
There is in the black community a lot of homophobia.
But it's Halloween.
He literally has pictures of his wife who's pregnant. And they're like, oh, this guy's gay. He's a fag. I don't get it.
And then it's Halloween. You think that it's like a normal day. Like, it's like, you know, it's not fucking...
I mean, if anybody had a gay Halloween costume, it was DJ Whoo Kid and his Spock wig.
I was the nigga, man.
I enjoyed it. I love N-word Spock.
See, everybody does, man.
Thank you, Matt. I know it's catching on. I mean, this is the brilliance of you, though. Nobody would have that idea, or if they did, they'd be like, that's a stupid idea. I'm going to let that leave my head.
It's funny you brought that on TMZ because it looked like a very serious interview with Mike Tyson.
Oh, I'm going to play the clip. I got the clip in here.
Don't tell me you have the clip.
Of course I do. Whoo Kid was on TMZ. We'll definitely play it tonight on the show. Joe in Milwaukee.
Hey, Whoo Kid, I wanted to call earlier, like last week, but you weren't on the show when I had the idea of a costume for you for Halloween. You could do it next year. Mm-hmm. All you do is get yourself a straitjacket. You can tell people you're Riley Martin.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's... Well, but, I mean, could you replace N-word Spock ever?
Nah.
No. You couldn't do it. I'm
going to be that guy forever. I have to die for it to die.
You do?
Yeah.
So you may just transfer your show into a mainly Star Trek themed show.
No, I might do a Moisture Enterprise podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Where it's just, now, are you going to talk about Star Trek or just live in the character?
No, we're just wearing the costumes and doing serious interviews with naked bitches.
See, I would listen to that.
We got Bruce Willis on the first one.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I love this guy.
You got to keep him on. See, this is what people need to put on television.
What?
Like a talk show hosted by you, dressed up as the guy from Star Trek.
And we beam niggas in, like famous cats,
I would watch that.
Who the fuck don't want to see Bruce Willis with me in a Star Trek suit?
Getting beamed in?
Yeah.
I would fucking watch that every day.
What?
Let's go to Dan in Cleveland. What's going on, Dan?
Sammy.
Yeah?
Whoo Kid, what's up?
What up, dogs?
You don't really look like Spock, man.
No, I'm the Negro Spock.
You look. I know. I don't want to say that though. You look more like the Dave Chappelle when he did the Black Bush skit.
I see it.
I know.
I see it. Yeah, he's right.
I agree, but I'm a Trekkie, man. I've always respected
Star Trek?
Mr. Nimoy, man. You know, like when he died, I felt like he came into my body.
What?
Like he came into my body.
You felt like as he was dying, he was coming in your body?
I felt it, like, you know, like the ghost, the spirit.
Like what part of your body? In your mouth, or? No,
he went in my jeans first. So when I put my jeans on, then I felt him.
Oh.
And then it just like absorbed in my legs.
Uh-huh.
And then it went up in my chest.
Right.
And then I don't know what happened after that.
So you just felt his essence in your body.
But he went in my jeans. I don't know why he went in my jeans first.
I don't either. I wish D12 was in here right now so I could try to explain this to them.
Yeah, it was Levi's.
Now, I would have told Levi's.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. But that was your weekend. Just all over the place, right? You literally... You were like Jerry the King Lawler coming to the ring in the 1970s. I mean, you rode a white horse into a club.
Well, the promoter heard me on radio talking like last weekend about like I'm annoyed with car services, like, you know, like those big ass trucks. They're trying to make me look like I'm a rapper.
Right.
So I said, yo, I'm going to Dallas next Saturday for Halloween. I wish I had like a horse, because, you know, there's horses all over Dallas.
Right. Of course. It's a cowboy territory.
Yeah. I saw George Bush on a horse over there.
You did?
Yeah.
You were like, if the motherfucking president can do it,
I could do that shit.
I could do that shit.
So I landed. He picked me up in a car, took me to the hotel. So 11:30, before I go to the club, he's like, yo, the horse is outside for you. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So I went outside, and there was a big white horse there, so I rode it with my Star Trek suit on.
You should have dressed as the lead character from Blazing Saddles.
No.
Well, that was, for my weekend, like, I've been talking about this, about trying to get my emotions in check, and I can't tell if either I'm growing emotionally and becoming, like, more of just an emotional person instead of a weird robot.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And I think it's more shifting towards the latter, or I need, like, serious therapy, like a lot of therapy.
I took some psychiatric courses in community college. I can help you.
You want to analyze me?
I could do that.
Well, here's what happened. So, like, I've been talking about the fact that my anger just goes off on a snap now. There's been multiple situations where I used to, like, whatever. Everything was, okay, we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Like, if I was having to put up with shit, it'd be like, okay, it's not really that big of a deal. If I was in a restaurant and it was, like, annoying, I'd be pretty easy for me to blow off being annoyed.
Are you eating cornmeal?
No, I wouldn't go to a restaurant and eat cornmeal. No, I would order food. Why would I order cornmeal? What restaurants do you go to?
Cornmeal leads to depression.
Yeah, no, it wasn't cornmeal, but I appreciate your community college you said you went to?
Yeah, I took a course in
Okay,
it.
all right.
For 2 months.
Oh, okay. What's months?
That's how they say it in the hood.
Oh, I didn't realize. So,
come on.
But that hasn't really been happening as of late. And I don't know if it's the just changes in my life. You know, there's a lot more stressors now. The show, there's always just stuff happening that I got to take care of, right?
It's not your wife. Your wife is beautiful. So
right. She's wonderful.
It's not like you married her and then you see her now and she's not hot anymore.
She's still hot. You've seen her.
Yeah.
She's still hot.
I mean, I would bang her, but...
You would?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Who cares?
Yeah, out of respect.
That's nice out of respect. That's nice of you to say.
Well, I would.
You would. You wouldn't out of respect, but you would.
I would, man.
Right.
I would.
I appreciate that. You're a good friend.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. Yeah. So what happened? So like a couple of times now, like I went to a restaurant a few weeks back. I told the story on the air. It's a pizza place. I had to wait for the pizza. And first it was like 15 minutes before we got to sit down. Fine. We sat down. We're sitting there. We're having a conversation, me and my wife. And I realize we have been sitting here for an hour. All I ordered was cheese pizza. An hour.
Your patience was out of here.
And like as soon as I realized that, I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Ooh, you starting to spaz out? Mm-hmm. Nah.
But then I looked around and said, okay, nobody else is getting served. That's fine. Then, right after that, seriously, like right after that observation, the person that came in right before me got served. I was like, okay, they got served. They came in right before me.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll be next.
So you're analyzing.
Yeah.
Timing it out.
Yep. And my wife is like, we were just having a pleasant conversation a minute ago.
Why do people always do that to calm their anger down? Because even when I'm at a restaurant, I'm not getting it because I'm black, and it's really taking a long time, and all the white people are getting their shit first.
Do you look for the other black people to make sure it's not just you, it's all the black people?
That, or maybe my steak is taking a long time.
Right.
I ordered a fucking filet mignon.
You're the motherfucker who wanted it well done.
So in my head, I'm like, you know what? It's not racist.
Right.
My steak is taking a long time.
That's good.
So then I balance out my anger.
That's
That's
healthy.
what you're doing. You're thinking.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Because I got this thing in my head that I'm constantly trying to be like, okay, I don't want to be taken advantage of. Whoo Kid.
You ordered a cheese pizza, though.
Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Because the minute people start to mistake my kindness for weakness and treat me like I'm just some kind of piece of shit, who they can, we'll just bring him his pizza whenever. He's a piece of shit. It doesn't matter. Then I start going, okay, you want to see a piece of shit? But I'm sitting there and I'm going like, okay, it's all good.
Pizza well done.
Pizza well done. Fine. My problem is somebody that came in 15 minutes after me gets served next, before I got served.
Ooh.
And I went, what the fuck? And I looked at Jess, I was like, they came in after us. And like, she knows I'm not even there anymore. I'm gone somewhere else.
Get the fuck out.
And she's like, okay, I know. Then another pizza comes out. I go, okay, this must be ours. I'm going to eat it. I'll be fine. 20 minutes after us, this person came. They're getting served.
What?
I said, fuck this. And I stood up, and Jess is just looking at me like, what are you doing? And I stood up and I said, we're out of here. Like, it loud enough for the whole restaurant to hear.
CWBS.
I was like, we're out of here. She was like, what? And so I walk around the corner where the kitchen is, and it's like an open kitchen. Like, there's no door. So Jess sees me disappear, and she's like, oh, he must have walked out of the restaurant. And she goes around the corner, and she realizes that I walked into the kitchen to find the waitress. Because it was open. So I walked into the kitchen, and I looked at the waitress and said, hey, remember that pizza we ordered? Cancel it. We're leaving.
CWBS.
What does that stand for?
Crazy white boy syndrome.
I said, cancel it. We're out of here. And she said, well, it's almost done. And I said, good. We're not eating it. We're out of here. We've been here for an hour. And she was like, okay. And I walked towards the door, but I was just consumed with anger. Damn. And so I turned back around and went right back into the kitchen.
Holy
and I said, there are people that were here 20 minutes after us getting served. I said this, you can't do this to people.
It feels good that it happens to you, too.
Yeah. You like that?
The connection is real.
And so I was like, you can't do this to people.
Yeah.
And so I start walking out again.
Fucking piece of shit.
And I hear from behind me, the woman goes, we had a salad and a couple of beverages. And the woman behind me goes, well, you'll have to pay for what you ate. And I turned around, and my wife is still there, and she just, like, really quietly whispers, I don't think that's going to happen. And I go, no. And the manager just goes, it's okay, you can go. Just go. And I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving.
Get the fuck out of there, dude.
And I walked out, and I left. And I was like hungry and angry and upset and everything. And I was like, okay, like that was, I shouldn't have gotten that stressed out that quickly. Like I just went off.
Yeah, anger and starvation at the same time.
Right.
Holy
then,
shit.
like 2 weeks later, and I'm not like this. I don't do that. I saw him, when I was growing up, my dad used to do it a lot. He used to flip out on waiters. He used to flip out on people. It's a matter of, you said you were going to do something. You promised a service. I'm paying for the service.
And respect.
And you're not providing the service.
What shirt you had on? Maybe you had a wax shirt on. Yeah.
You think so?
What shirt you had on?
I think it was like an old Family Matters shirt. Is that cool?
No, it's okay.
Okay, thank you. So
you're lucky.
No, it was the big fat kid from the Sandlot. He was on my T-shirt.
Yeah, those Jayco jeans. I wouldn't serve you shit.
Right. I don't know. The idiot in Jayco jeans just ordered pizza. Let's see how long we can get him to sit there for. Hungry.
He's angry.
And he's upset. His big jeans are getting upset. So then, like, a couple weeks later, and we end up going out to the movies. I can't remember what movie we were seeing. But the point is, it was like 7:30 on a Saturday. So
damn.
Right? So
it's not even like prime time.
No, that is prime time. 7:30 on a Saturday?
I thought 9 for food.
Well, that's like, it's like the first block is at like 7:30, then the second block is at like 9:30. You know what I mean? So it's like those are the two busy blocks, right? So I go to the movie theater, and we get there just on time for the movie. Jess goes, okay, I'm going to pick up the tickets. I go, no problem. I'll get on the popcorn line.
Yeah.
All good.
What a bad night.
Yeah, well, I wait online for the popcorn, and then I finally get there, and I'm like, I was totally cool, right? I don't know what happened. I was totally cool. And then I go, I'm going to have a medium popcorn and a Pepsi or whatever. And the guy goes, okay. And he turns around and he goes, oh, it's not ready yet. Can you wait a few minutes?
Oh.
And just all of a sudden I had this rush of like, who the fuck manages a movie theater? Ooh. And then when everything's so busy, doesn't have a constant stream of popcorn being made. And I said, wait a few minutes. And I was like, no, I'm not going to wait.
It doesn't make sense.
And Jess is walking up to me by that point. She's like, oh, no, not again. And I go, no. I go, no, I'm not going to wait. And I go like this. It's Friday. And in my head, I know it's Saturday. I realize I just fucked up my days. If I go, it's Friday. I'm not waiting. I don't want any popcorn. I don't want any popcorn.
He walked away.
I started walking, and Jess just gave me my movie ticket, and she goes, I'll meet you in there. And I go,
she
okay.
Went and got the popcorn.
And she stayed. I just left. And she went into the movie theater, and she goes, I told the popcorn guy that it wasn't his fault. And I go, good. I don't want it. It's the manager's fault. You're right. And Jess goes, no. I told him you were stressed out. It's your fault. I was like, what? So like,
damn, she didn't even stand up for you?
No, she didn't. Oh. So like, trying to keep everything in balance and in check lately.
God.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
Has not been an easy thing. But it did take a bit of an unexpected turn this weekend. Let me, real quick.
You gotta eat that pussy, man.
You think that's what's happening?
If you ate the pussy, she'd be standing for you. You have that popcorn, like ASAP.
Joe in Pennsylvania.
Bam.
Yeah?
Couple things. I think I know what's wrong. Mm-hmm. Maybe you have early menopause.
You think menopause is setting in?
Yep.
I don't think that's the case.
Okay. Well, second, you can't go fucking with people that make your food, man.
I know, it's so stupid.
You're going to go in there like next week, and they're going to be in the kitchen like, that's that motherfucker, that little Jew-headed fuck.
Oh, I hope they don't call me that, but yeah, no, I can't.
They are going to call you that.
You think so?
Yeah, they are.
I can't go back to those places. Like, I've already resigned myself to the fact that because of my outburst, I'm done.
You could have dick tasting pizza.
That's right. I don't want dick on my pizza. I just ordered regular cheese. There's no reason for any dick taste on it.
I would have rolled my dick on your pizza if you came back.
Yeah, they're going to find the one uncircumcised cook, and he's going to be like, how about some dick cheese on this pizza?
Like dents on the cheese.
Yeah. I was like, no. I don't want, there's mushroom stamps all over my pizza.
Oh my God.
It's not good.
Does it taste a little pubic?
Yeah. What's it? Oh, no. It's just a burnt piece of cheese. Enjoy, Mr. Roberts. Enjoy. But then things
rough.
Things took a weird turn.
Oh man.
So like, I'm not the most. Who can you know me?
Yeah, you're a nice guy, man.
I'm a nice guy. I'm not the most emotional guy though. Like, I just like to hang out, have a good time, whatever. Right?
You want simplicity.
Simplicity
To go down.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we went out this weekend on Halloween, actually. Mm-hmm. And I went to see this movie, Room. Everybody's talking about the movie Room. Mm-hmm. It's not The Room. That's my favorite movie with Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Remember our friend?
I love that guy. Yeah,
He's the one who admitted to you that he likes to use the N-word privately.
I love that guy.
Right. It wasn't The Room. It was called Room. And Brie Larson is in it, and everybody's talking. It's got Oscar buzz all over it. But it really is an amazing movie.
A horror movie?
No, it's not a horror movie.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. I don't even think it's out everywhere yet. It's just out. I went to one of those artsy theaters to see it.
The rich shit.
That's right. That's right. Only white people in the theater. All older people.
Wow.
No, not one person spoke while the movie was on.
What an exciting Saturday.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Fuck my life.
Right. But it was a great movie. It was very sort of, I felt empowered by it. I felt like I appreciated the world more. Because the plot of the movie is that, this character who's played by Brie Larson gets kidnapped when she's 17. A guy locks her up in a shed that's soundproofed and everything. He just keeps her in there forever. And he rapes her and he does all kinds of stuff. That's his person. He's never letting her out, right?
That shit sounds hot.
And no, it doesn't, Hukin. And it's not that type of a thing.
Oh.
Yeah. And she's stuck in there for 7 years.
Damn.
He ends up impregnating her 2 years in.
Now it's getting hot.
No, it's not. It's not that type of movie.
Okay.
But she's got this 5-year-old kid now that lives with her. And the 5-year-old kid has never seen anything outside of this shed that he calls Room.
Oh, wow.
That's why the movie's called Room. So anyway, halfway through the movie, they end up escaping the shed. It's not a spoiler. In the trailer, you could see they escape.
And then he's chasing them and all this bullshit.
Well, no, there's no chase. The point of the movie is not even about the crime. It's about...
Is there a laser gun in there?
No, there's no laser gun.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's reality-based. It's not Star Trek.
Okay, all right.
There's no phasers.
Django in space.
No, it's not that type of movie.
All right.
But the plot of the movie becomes this 5-year-old kid who's now experiencing the world for the first time. He's 5 years old, and he's never seen anything outside the shed.
Oh, wow.
So, like, the sun and people and buildings and a shower and everything.
Wow.
It's all the first time.
Spaghetti. You never saw spaghetti?
He'd never seen spaghetti, Whoo Kid.
Man.
Yeah.
What a fucked up life.
So you want to know how my weird emotional state expressed itself through this?
Well.
Whoo Kid, I was weeping during this movie. Like,
You're a faggot.
That's not true. I'm serious. And there are witnesses that can attest to this.
Like tearing?
I cried.
Did you make believe you were yawning so people don't think you were crying?
I just like kind of doing bow my head, rub my eye a little bit, get the sniffle. It's like, what? I think I'm catching a cold or something in here. Yeah.
Catching your tears, nigga.
3 times in that movie. No fewer than 3 times.
You couldn't hold it in?
That I cried during that movie. You know what happens?
Oh my God.
The little kid had a dog in a coloring book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he escapes, and then he moves in with the girl's mother and the girl's stepfather, and the stepfather has a dog, and the kid gets to see a dog for the first time.
What?
The waterworks are on.
Yeah,
I'm crying because he's 5 years old and he gets to see a dog for the first time. And I'm sitting there going, this kid, he's such a wonderful kid. He was kidnapped, but he gets the joy of experiencing a dog for the first time, and he deserves it. I'm crying.
The dog is the white man's friend. So.
Exactly. And I'm crying.
You don't care about dogs in the hood.
No. Well, you make them fight. You're terrible people.
Well, I look like, what's the name for the... Nah, I ain't gonna talk about
Yeah, Vic. Michael Vick.
I ain't gonna talk about him.
Listen. 3 times in this movie, Whoo Kid.
God, gushing her.
I was crying, and I can't tell if it means that I'm more in touch with my emotions and this is a good thing. Like I'm just getting to a positive place where I can be a human being who expresses himself, or if there's something inside me that's completely breaking down and like I don't know how to be who I am.
It was a good movie, and it touched your soul. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. But I don't remember the last time. I don't cry during movies ever.
You laughed at me when I cried with that Indian with the tiger movie. I cried at that movie. You didn't cry?
No, it was a stupid CGI movie.
It was real.
Pi, The Life of Pi?
I cried like a girl.
Like a girl.
Yeah.
No, I didn't cry. You cried during that movie?
Yeah, when the boat tipped over and all that.
You didn't like that?
I didn't like that.
No.
I was crying like a biatch.
You were.
Yeah, I wanted to be Indian for once.
Well, you got to see this movie Room then. I want to go see it with you, and me and you will just weep on each other's shoulders.
I'll cry.
I can't believe it. He deserves it.
Tupac cried. We could cry.
Thank you. Yeah. See, I need more people like you in my life that's reminding me that people like Tupac cried. That's me.
If Tupac could cry, anybody could cry.
1 minute, I'm singing Dear Mama.
Mm-hmm.
And the next minute, I'm like, all I need in this life is sin. Singing about guns.
Did your wife cry?
A little bit, yeah.
She did?
Mm-hmm. But I think she was ashamed. I think she was crying because she saw me crying, and she was like, what did I marry?
Oh, my God. If your wife sees you cry, that's
She did.
So, damn. So that's even worse.
It is?
Like, I don't know.
Fuck.
I cry with my brother. I never cried with, my wife.
Man Dog?
Yeah. Yeah, he said his name. Yeah, I cried with my brother when I saw that movie, The Life of Pi.
You did cry, though.
Both of us crying.
That makes me feel
crazy.
better. So, do you guys talk about the fact that you cried after the movie?
I wet popcorn on that shit. It wasn't butter, homie. Yo, man, ain't no butter on this joint.
Popcorn ain't soggy, yo.
It's tears, yo.
Did that make you? Did you guys talk about it after the movie? The fact that you would cry?
No, we didn't talk about that shit. We just saw it and walked away.
That's what I tried to tell Jess. She was like, we had dinner after the movie.
Don't talk about it.
And she was like, so what about that movie touched you so much? And I was like I could feel it coming back. I was like, don't worry about it. It's a stupid movie. It was boring. I hated it.
I mean, yeah, you gotta go through. I mean, you never cried on E.T. You never cried on La Bamba. You never cried.
No,
maybe they're too old for you.
Only thing that E.T.
You have to cry when E.T. had AIDS and he was about to die.
E.T. did not have AIDS, I don't think.
Yes, he did. He had AIDS.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I don't think so. E.T., though, gave me abandonment issues. Because I'm a little kid, right? And I'm watching E.T. for the first time. And I'm sitting there, and I see the spaceship going away. And E.T. is just sitting there like, what the fuck? And I asked my parents, what happened?
They left him because he had AIDS.
I was like, well, I didn't know at the time.
Yo, you gotta know these things.
I didn't know. But I asked my parents, I was like when I was like a little kid, I was like, what happened to E.T.'s family? And my parents were like, they had to leave. And I was like, well, what about E.T.? And they were like, E.T.'s still there.
Okay.
And like, it was just, I'll never forget. I was probably like 4 or 5 years old. And I sat there and the realization kicked in. I looked at my parents like, you can just fucking leave? I looked at my, like, what? So if you want to, you can just leave me.
I mean, if you got AIDS, yeah.
And I didn't know it was the AIDS thing. That probably would have eased my soul a little bit.
It was in Time magazine. You didn't know that?
But it was like anytime I went out with them after that, if I got separated, I would be paralyzed in fear. Because I know what happened to E.T.
Well, you don't got AIDS. You good.
Like, I would wander off at the supermarket, and then if I couldn't see my mom, I would flip out because I assumed that she had stopped looking for me.
Oh, wow.
Because I'd seen that's what happened to E.T. Like, oh, when the going gets tough, we just leave. I didn't understand it at all. It gave me severe. I'm telling you.
Like, it was crazy? Like,
that movie E.T. gave me severe abandonment issues.
Holy shit.
I loved that movie when I was a kid.
I'll go to Great Adventure.
I would fast forward through the first 20 minutes of the movie every time I watched it.
Serious?
I saw the first 20 minutes of that movie once.
Get out of here.
I have skipped the beginning of the movie every other time. I'm saying, just show me Drew Barrymore. Straight to the Reese's Pieces. Because I can't watch this guy get abandoned again.
I cried when I saw his finger was white.
You did?
Yeah, it was like when he was dying and his finger turned white.
Well,
like
that's what AIDS will do.
It was like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's what Michael Jackson looked like. 866-969-1969 is the phone number to call. Adrian, I saw you looking in. You do not think that I'm learning to express myself in a more healthy way? He's shaking his head no.
I think it's healthy.
I don't think it's unhealthy, but I think you're kind of cracking.
Why?
I don't know, but you do seem stressed.
You know how some people, they don't know if they're gay or not, and then they're like fighting each other. And
Okay, hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, I'm a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
Dr. Whoo Kid.
You don't know that. That's why you're
No, I know that. I'm not gay. I like to have sex with women.
Your mind is fighting each other. You're just like, you know.
You think so? There's a secret idea. Maybe I'm trans. You know what it is?
Caitlyn Jenner, he fucked bitches for years, and now he's a bitch.
Maybe it's the wombat thing. Maybe it's trans species. That's my wombat coming out in me, going, wombats are supposed to be sitting in the movies. That's why I'm crying.
That's true.
Because I'm a wild animal stuck in a movie theater.
And wombats, they don't have dicks or pussies.
No, they don't.
They don't know what to do.
I'm pretty sure that the males have dicks and the females have pussies.
No, they don't.
Wombats reproduce.
No, they don't.
They lay eggs.
Yeah, but how do the eggs get fertilized?
It just
happens.
Yeah. You don't watch Jurassic Park? You don't watch Jurassic Park?
No, I didn't. So you're saying that there's an old man who's got wombat DNA, who's making all the wombats in a lab.
If you watch Jurassic Park, they made all the dinosaurs female.
Right, because they didn't want them fucking.
Okay, so now all of a sudden they found eggs.
Right.
So life finds a way.
Well, I guess you're right, Whoo Kid. At the end of the day, life finds a way.
It's okay to be gay, man. Like,
I'm not gay.
All the famous people are gay.
What about you? You cried during Life Up High.
Oh, yeah, I don't care. Nobody cares about what I think.
Let's go to Snowy in Michigan. What's up, Snowy?
Hey, Samuel.
Hey, buddy.
Whoo Kid, how you doing, my man?
How you doing, sir?
Hey. First, I was going to ask you about, next time you go to the restaurant, have a hard time and try pulling the "Did you know who I am" card, but
I don't know if I can do that. That'd be rough.
But this whole thing about you crying in the theater kind of makes you think about, how two women living together, their period starts syncing up or something like that?
Yeah.
You and your wife were both on your period when you went to see that movie?
You think Jess and I, our cycles are syncing?
It's like the odd couple.
I don't think so.
Those two dudes are crying all the time.
Well, I don't menstruate. So, again, the whole idea of maybe I'm on my period, maybe I'm going through menopause is not right.
You bleed out your dick, too.
I mean, you can bleed out of your penis, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're on a period. That means there's something horribly wrong with you.
Serious?
Yeah. If you're bleeding out of your dick once a month, you better go to a doctor, because men don't have periods.
I thought it was a male period thing.
No.
I think you're wrong.
No. I'm wrong, Adrian?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that's because
My boy wears a pamper. He's always bleeding blood.
Who, Adrian?
No, not Adrian.
Oh. Yeah, no. That's horribly bad.
He's a virgin. He don't even fuck.
I would hope not. I don't know what he'd be spreading if he was.
He's bleeding.
But the only thing that has really made me like upset like this in the past, like the only time, what's the one thing, if you go to a movie, you're a manly man, Whoo Kid, you fuck bitches. That's one thing you love doing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you fuck bitches and people know this.
I love it. That's why I'm divorced.
Right, exactly.
So fucking proud.
You went to the court and they said, well, what's the reason for divorcing? And you said, why fuck bitches?
Well, yeah, I told her straight to the court. How much do I got to pay, motherfucker? What a lead this bitch.
Right. You were like, I'll pay whatever fee I have to pay so that I can fuck bitches in peace.
I'm the fucking piece in the Monopoly board, ready to pay to get out. How much, motherfucker?
Right. No problem. I'll land on Boardwalk. Tell me what the bill is and I'll go about my business.
See ya!
I'm about to pass. Go.
Toodles!
I understand.
I mean, you know.
But still, you're a sensitive guy. What was it about like Life of Pi? Like, what is it in movies that will always...
It's the build-up.
What do you mean?
When the story's really good and it builds up and it fucks with your emotions and then you start thinking and then you find like other things in life that you went through that connects.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I always had like a little chihuahua when I was young. But I always thought it was a tiger.
What?
So it connected.
What kind of fucking pussy were you?
Because it was so small. I had to act like it was a big thing. It was like a big animal.
Right, but it was just a chihuahua.
Yeah, but I made believe he was my tiger.
You did.
When I saw Life of Pi, it all made sense. And then I looked at my uncle as a monkey.
Right.
I saw my father's, he had like a sex slave. I looked at her as the kitten.
Your dad had a sex slave?
Yeah.
Is that grown up in Haiti?
No, in Brooklyn. Like, she used to do our alarm system.
And he would have sex with her?
He fucked my dad.
Oh, that probably was not great for you as a child to know that.
I was happy.
You were?
Yeah, he used to pay me like mad money to go to the movies.
Ah, he's like, here's $100, go see a movie.
That's when I know he was
and you'd
fucking.
sit there crying.
Yeah,
My dad doesn't want to spend time with me because he's fucking the alarm lady.
I cried at La Bamba, not fucking him.
Why'd you cry at La Bamba?
La Bamba was the most horrible fucking ending ever. Like, the whole movie theater was screaming.
Yeah.
You never saw La Bamba?
No.
Well, I'm an old motherfucker.
True.
I was in the theater when the whole world saw that shit happen, and it just... Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's two things that I can't stand in movies.
Lou
because
Diamond Phillips, man.
You love Lou Diamond Phillips.
I love that guy. I want to tongue him.
You do. Yeah. What about what's his name?
I don't want to tongue him, but...
Well, you would, though.
Because of La Bamba, but that's a long time ago. Like 30 years.
What about Gary Busey and what's his name?
You idiot.
He played, who's the rock star that Gary Busey played? Buddy Holly.
Yeah, Buddy Holly.
Yeah, what about that one?
I cried. That's white shit, man.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know.
I only cried Spanish shit or aliens.
There's
AIDS.
Or aliens with AIDS. I get that. E.T. There's two things that will get me. This one won't get me. Cancer movies.
And Smurfs.
No, I don't cry at Smurfs. Why would I cry at a Smurf?
You're like a Smurf guy.
No, I don't watch Smurfs. I'm a grown man.
All right, go ahead.
I won't watch Smurfs movies. Oh, I'm getting some advice, actually. If you want to give me advice or you want to tell me where you cried during movies, be a man and admit it. 866-969-1969.
I'm not exaggerating. The movies I shouted out, people were screaming.
Like bawling.
La Bamba was too much.
Right. Well, I want to see. Or if you just think that I've completely lost it.
I know what movie Adrian cried to.
Hang on. 866-969-1969. You can also tweet us at SR Show SXM on Twitter. Mm-hmm. For instance, Gunner ACAB has a suggestion for me. Try Pilates. Pilates nuts in your mouth. What movie do you think Adrian cried in?
Full Metal Jacket.
You cried in Full Metal Jacket, Adrian? Because he's a fucking psycho, you mean?
That's why when they put that guy's dick in his mouth, that was crazy.
He put his dick in his mouth in Full Metal Jacket?
They cut the guy's dick off. The Koreans, right?
Yes.
They cut the guy's dick off and put it in his mouth.
Yeah.
I didn't cry at that.
You didn't cry at that? I cried.
You don't cry during movies, huh, Adrian?
There's one movie that made me cry.
What movie?
My Dog Skip.
Oh, man.
Well, here's the thing. There's two things. Number one.
Wow.
Cancer movies I won't even put up with anymore. I refuse.
You're not checking it.
No.
You're not checking for it, but.
I refuse to get sucked in to cancer movies because it's cheap. It's tricks. Like, there was that one movie that came out over the summer, Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. I went and saw that movie. No emotion whatsoever. Because I said, this is a stupid trick movie. Of course, if you introduce a teenager in the beginning of the movie and you say this teenager has cancer, the only reason to make the movie is because the teenager is going to die at the end of it. Stupid. I'm not watching that movie. I'm not going to give it my emotional support. You know, you're not going to catch me crying in a cancer movie because they're all the same. It's lazy and it's tricks. It's parlor tricks is what it is.
We'll get out of here, bro.
Yes. The movies that I refused, like I can sit in a cancer movie and just make jerk-off gestures at the screen. It's like, fuck you. You're not going to get me. No, I know exactly where this is going, and this is stupid. It's a bunch of kids who are way cooler than any kid has ever been. Because here's what happens, Whoo Kid. All these cancer movies are the same. The writers write a kid that they wish they could have been. So they're way cooler than any kid ever was. It's like a 40-year-old writer's mind in a child's body. So it doesn't make any sense from the beginning.
Yeah.
Then they have cancer. Then they have adventures. Then they die. It's the same movie every time. So I sit there, fingers to the screen going, fuck you, cancer movie. I'm not going to watch it. And if you trick me into watching one, I'm not going to get emotional about it because fuck you.
Didn't Cher's son had cancer? That big head movie. What was the name of that movie with that kid?
Oh, yeah. The Rocky Dennis story.
Yeah, that shit was horrible.
Mask.
Yeah, he was ugly.
Yeah, exactly.
I cried too.
You did? Why? Because you're scared of his ugly face?
Fucking ugly.
Yeah. I don't want to see him anymore.
Yeah. I cried at Cher too. She was ugly too.
She was. Well, a lot of plastic surgery in that movie. But
not on him. Why didn't you put it on him?
That's what they
Cher
should have
got
done.
great surgery and he don't. It's embarrassing. Save that nigga, man.
The dog movies are what gets me.
Oh, help me with this dog movie that I cried on, please, real quick.
Marley and Me?
No, it's about some a dog, this Japanese dog. And
Japanese dog.
It's
Beethoven.
It's a breed of Japanese. Maybe people out there can help me. It's a breed of Japanese dogs that they're so loyal that I think the owner died, but he didn't know the owner died, so he waited at the same spot for like 10 years.
I can't watch that.
It's with that guy. What's his name? Damn, he had the movie with that bitch that was in the red. That bitch was a prostitute or something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What was the name of that? Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right? You gotta look it up.
He doesn't know what you're
The
talking
dog?
about.
Yeah, it's a dog movie.
Chico?
Is it a Chico?
That's what it says here.
Who's that?
Legendary Japanese. It's an Akita.
Yeah, Akita. And who's the actor?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on.
It's a white guy. What's his name? Famous guy. Hey, come on, you're white. You're supposed to help me with
No,
this
I
shit.
don't know what you're talking
You
about.
never
right
saw
now.
this on a plane?
White Fang? I don't know.
Cried.
You
like,
did.
Yo,
See, but like I was. Go ahead, Adrian.
Hachi, A Dog's Tale with you know who the actor is?
Who?
Richard Gere.
Thank you. Richard fucking Gere.
Hamster ass.
This nigga
Exactly.
died.
This Richard Gere fucking killed gerbils by putting him up his ass.
Ain't no wrong with that, but he fucking died. This nigga died, and then the dog didn't know he died, so the dog kept going to the train station waiting for him.
I can't
for
watch
like
that.
2-3 years, and then they showed the dog like decay and just with depression. Like,
Yeah, that's like I saw the trailer for this movie where the
kill
kids
myself.
get a military dog, right? And the dog is like acting up at first, but then he becomes very loyal. And I was on a plane and they were like, "Hey, do you want to watch this military dog movie?" And I went, "Fuck you."
I know you didn't
I'm
see
not
that
gonna no.
dumbass movie.
I'm not going to watch that. You know why? Because I'll tell you how it goes. The dog is very hard to control. Then he becomes extremely loyal. Then the kid grows up and the dog dies every time.
What?
Jess is like, "Oh, we should go see Marley and Me." What? So we can go see a misbehaved puppy turn into a loyal dog that dies. Every dog movie. That's how it ends. The dog dies. Spoiler alert. All dog movies should be called All Dogs Go to Heaven. Because in the end, the dog dies. I can't stand it. I got so, because I was thinking about this, like, how my emotions were going crazy at the movie theater, which got me back on the topic of dog movies. Because even though I know it's coming, I will get very upset at a dog movie.
I mean, when my dog died, I cried like crazy. Man.
Right.
I put him to sleep and everything.
Dude, like a year ago,
I'm about to cry right now.
I saw this thing on BuzzFeed, and it was a photo essay of a dog's last day on Earth. And they were just showing everything. They were like, "We went for a walk in the park." I was like, "Oh, that's adorable." "We gave him 50 hamburgers. Let him eat whatever he wants." I was like, "Oh, that's and they went through all this stuff. The dog had the greatest day ever. And then they fucking put him to sleep. And I was just looking at photos on the internet. bawling my eyes out. The saddest thing I've ever heard. So I get so mad.
That's cruel.
This is where it's gotten me. This morning I had to get up early because I did, the wrestler Taz has an internet radio show. So I called into his show early this morning, and before I went back to sleep, I was watching the Today Show, and I see Matt Lauer, and he's got this dog with him. And I was like, wait a minute. That's a big dog with Matt Lauer. I said, I remember at the beginning of the summer or sometime, they adopted a puppy. They had a Today Show puppy. I was like, oh shit, now the Today Show puppy is a full-grown dog. And I went, wait a fucking minute.
No.
They're going to make us watch the Today Show for the next 12 years. And Whoo Kid, you know what's going to happen?
No.
They're going to go on the air one day, and they're going to tell us, hey, remember that puppy that you all saw us get 12 years ago that you've grown with us? It's fucking dead. Because that's what happens to dogs.
You don't want that. You don't want the conclusion.
That's about, if they keep showing that dog on TV, I'm switching to GMA. I promise you, Today Show. And I love the Today Show. I've been watching that show forever. If they switch that, if they keep showing that dog on Today Show, it's GMA for me. Because I'm not going to sit there with my morning cup of coffee and my bowl of Count Chocula and watch a dog die. Okay, that's not how I'm going to start my day. No.
Hell no.
That's a terrible way to start a day. Whoo Kid.
That's not the American way.
No, it's not the American way.
We're Americans.
Because guess what?
We're born here.
I would rather see, I don't even like George Stephanopoulos, but I'd rather see George Stephanopoulos than see that dog slowly deteriorate in front of me.
Fucking rude.
Once the dog gets to full size, it's just on its way out the door. You know, they don't live that long.
I don't know why people own bulldogs. Don't they die like in 3 years?
I don't know if it's 3 years, but it's quick. They don't last long.
Why do you own those dogs?
Because they're so cute as puppies. Dogs are such a trick. They're so cute as puppies, and then they're very, very loyal, and then they fucking die. And they leave you a shell of a man. I don't care what kind of man you are. You know?
You're gonna cry.
You have to. Or you're not a human being. You have no soul.
Shout out to Richard Gere.
Right. Shouts to Richard Gere.
He's still alive, right?
Unfortunately, he is.
I thought that nigga was dead.
No, he's not. Marcus in California, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
That nigga's alive.
He is. Yeah, buddy.
Whoo Kid, what's up?
What's up, man?
I got two movies. I got two movies that made me cry, man. The first one was Color Purple.
You cried during Color Purple?
Yo, that shit was raw. I ain't gonna front.
Check the scene, though. So it's almost at the end where the Danny Glover is kicking the Ceely's sister out. And she's throwing rocks and shit, and she's out there slinging snot, man, and saying, oh, that shit fucked me up, man.
That's some real shit. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, that's what broke me down right there. It wasn't Oprah falling in the street.
I thought that was funny.
I was cool doing that. The second one was Hurricane with Denzel.
With Denzel.
Wow,
that's a tough one.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
All right. When the scene that got me was when he's in jail and the lawyers come to him and they say, we only have one more. What is that? Where they can go to court and try to get him out. I forgot what that shit is.
Appeal.
Appeal. We only have one more appeal. Do you want us to do that? And then you understand if we do that, we cannot do this again. You know, the court's one of, and he's pointing at the glass with the phone. He's not even saying a word. He's rubbing the phone into the glass, and he's like, I can't take another fucking day in here. And oh man, that just got me, man. That broke me down. Even talking about that scene right now,
that's rough, man.
That's fucking intense. It's like it was 3D and I saw it in 2D. This shit came off the screen, like in my seat with me. I was like, ah.
Yeah, I felt bad on that part. I felt really bad.
Thank you, Marcus. I'm telling you, and it's not even like you don't cry during this movie Room because it's sad. This is where I was like, whoa. What is going on with me right now? Because I was having moments of beautiful hopefulness, and I'm crying.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because it's so hopeful. I'm like, wait a minute.
You said it's an Oscar nomination.
It should win the Oscar. Yeah. Brie Larson should be an Oscar winner after that.
Is it going to win an MTV award, too?
I hope so, because that's what the kids like, right? Yo, man.
You were crying like a kid. Like a bitch.
Crying like, yeah, bitches love the MTV Awards.
Oh,
yeah. Frank, in the Bronx.
What's up, Sammy? What's up, Whoo Kid?
What up, dogs?
I got two things. There was a movie when I was a kid, and I'm an old motherfucker. Old Yeller, where they had a dog. The dog got sick, man. They had a motherfucker in the yard.
That's every dog movie.
I remember that.
It's every dog movie now. They figured out like the quintessential sad movie is Old Yeller. So they're like, oh, we should just go ahead.
I got an uncle that's a little racist, and he says, "Do you ever see little black babies? How cute they are?" And then they turn into this. They're so cute when they're kids, but eventually they go to jail. I'm like, you're really fucking crazy. But he kind of has a point there. Little kittens, too, they're cute, and then they become cats.
Yeah.
That's a sad
you're right.
one. That's sad.
You're right. Thank you, buddy.
I'm about to cry to that, man.
Let's go to...
Yo, I give up.
It's sad.
Yeah,
Let's go to...
It's really sad out there. You started this sad shit, man.
Dude.
You got everybody crying right now.
I understand, but it's...
God, man.
I looked at this like... Look, I think we should put the... There's a lot on this earth that people can tap into if they want to. There's a lot going on this planet. Like, look, some people sit around all day, miserable at their job, doing whatever, doing nothing, not tapping into the Earth's potential. Other people dress up like fucking Star Trek characters and go into nightclubs on white horses. You know what I mean? Whoo Kid, you are the embodiment of what I'm talking about. You are tapping into the potential of this planet. Okay, that is what's hopeful about the Earth. Like, do you understand? Talking to a 5-year-old that's lived in a shed all his life. Yeah. If I sat there with that 5-year-old and said, do you know, if you can escape this shed, that one day you can be a grown-up who dresses as his favorite Star Trek character, even though he's the wrong ethnicity, and rides a white horse into a nightclub and gets paid thousands of dollars for it.
Quentin Tarantino.
I'd go, holy shit, that's amazing. And I'd sit there going, oh, but it's so hopeless because I'm stuck in this shed. I'll never have the opportunity to tap into the earth like that.
So something so ridiculous.
Right. And then for out of that much hopelessness, Whoo Kid,
wow,
for there to be hope, it tugged on my heartstrings. It made me very emotional.
Like an African kid eating a mud pie.
Okay, I don't know exactly how that correlates.
Never had a mud sandwich?
No, there's been no reason for me to. I've always had indoor plumbing and food.
Have you ever tasted steak?
No. Because so mud is good enough for them, right? That's what I mean, Whoo Kid. I love the idea of hope coming from utter hopelessness.
What was the biggest TV show crying spot?
Probably when...
The worst shit on TV history.
Probably when Will Smith turned those lights off one last time at at Judge Banks's mansion.
Get the hell out of here! You serious?
No, I don't know if
I can tell you.
Yeah, what is it? I don't know if I've ever cried on a TV show.
When Laura Ingalls became blind on Little House on the Prairie.
You cried at that?
I was fucking crying.
You were a pussy, huh?
Oh, yes. I was already worried when she fell down the hill.
Right.
But when she got blind, I was like, oh, that's it for me. Done.
I'll tell you this. Little Dudley getting touched on different strokes was not...
Oh my God!
It's not a good thing for
me.
You're
the worst. They need to touch that motherfucker, man.
They needed to, right?
Fuck him.
Arnold escaped. Why couldn't you escape?
He didn't escape. Michael Jackson had to figure it there. Any fucking guy sitting on some guy's lap is out of control.
That's Webster. That's not Gary Coleman. Shit. That's a different dude.
Wrong little nigga, sorry.
Emmanuel Lewis.
Oops.
No, I don't know. TV shows always seem to be wrapped up within a half hour, so I don't know if I've ever gotten emotional on a TV show.
I hated that whole 80s era because they always had to show like fucked up shit, like molestation.
Yeah.
Drunkenness.
Well, that's when all the after school specials were happening too.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Howard in Tennessee.
Yeah, Sam, does the name Caitlin Roberts mean anything to you?
Okay, what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Whoo Kid, you know, when you come into work and Sam has fake titties and stress on, you have hit jackpot.
Listen, Howard, you tell me, you go see the movie Room when it comes out in Tennessee. You go see the movie Room, and you tell me you don't have an emotional response. I want you, Whoo Kid, to see the movie Room. I want you to
check it out now to see what the fuck.
What's the name of the show?
The movie. It's called Room.
I'm checking it out.
Room. R-O-O-M. Room.
Oh my God.
All right, goodbye.
I'm gonna take some gangster jail niggas to this movie.
You should. I want to see if they. They're like,
and if they cry, I'll come back with the story.
And they're like, yo, my man's. Out of such hopelessness comes hope.
My man's.
That shit is crazy.
Not that urban, Obi.
You don't think so?
My man's.
My man's. Look, I feel like that is it's a natural human response. And Brie Larson is incredible in it. Brie Larson, she was Amy Schumer's sister in the movie Trainwreck. Yeah. She was in 21 Jump Street. She's incredible. She's going to win an Oscar. And if she doesn't, I'll burn the fucking auditorium to the ground.
I'm going to film these guys crying too.
You will?
I swear to God.
Get some like Scared Straight people. Some of those former criminals that beat up the kids on Scared Straight.
All right, now these guys they fuck dudes in jail. Like they're rapists.
They are rapists.
They were locked up for like 8-9 years, and then they were fucking dudes.
So they are some hardened criminals.
Super hardcore take the butt dudes.
I want to know how the take the butt dudes respond.
They taking that ass.
Okay.
They're not gonna take my ass. Bro.
No. Because you're cool with them.
One of them's my cousin.
Oh, okay, cool. That's how you know.
It's incest. You can't. No, that's fuck family.
That's ridiculous. Let's go to Nick in California. Nick, you're on Sam Roberts' show.
Fucking my ass.
I'm Sam Roberts and DJ Whoo Kid. What's going on, fellas?
Nice. What's up?
What up?
Yo, Whoo Kid, I gotta tell you, that movie Hot Seat had me crying like a fucking bitch.
I'm telling you, man. Yo, people think I'm joking. I don't lie about shit. Like, tell me at the end when the dog was like just waiting for them to come back, that shit wasn't like grinding in your heart, grinding in your soul.
It tore me the fuck up. And normally, I'm like Sam. I'm a fucking robot with stuff like that. But something it tapped into my soul, and I was crying like a fucking woman.
Bro, I wanted to pause the movie because I was on a plane, like a flight to Australia, and I had to pause it. And it became a horror movie.
I had to leave the house. My wife was in the house, and I had to make up an excuse to go to the grocery store and go get some milk. I had to leave the house to go into the car and cry like a bitch because it was that fucking sad.
Yo, that's the best Richard Gere movie ever.
It is? That's your favorite?
He ain't even acting it.
No. No.
The dog was the actor.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm watching Room, and it's like, I think it's this idea of finding hope where there's no hope. And tapping into everything. Because in order for somebody to really realize what the potential of the earth is, like what you can do, you kind of have to be unaware of it. Like if you for the first 5 years of your life.
That's sad that he's not even thinking about that.
He didn't even know. For the first 5 years of his life, he thought the whole world existed inside a shed.
So it's like an African kid eating mud.
Exactly. It's like an African kid eating mud.
But there is steak out there.
So, like, he gets all of this found out at once, and this is a good kid. He deserves to experience it, and he actually, in a position where it is as hopeless as you can get, it turns out that this wonderful person was right to have hope. Where most of us would never have had hope, he had hope. And then I got emotional, and then I started crying.
Damn, man.
And then I sat there in the movie theater.
I feel it, man.
I sat there in the movie theater trying not to sniffle because I knew that if I started sniffling, people would be like, what the fuck is that crying back there?
Did you drink coffee after? Did you have like a espresso?
No, I did not.
It helps.
I don't drink espresso.
Get an espresso, motherfucker.
Let's go to Stuart in Georgia. What's up, Stuart?
Espresso.
All right. Who Kid? Stuart.
I think Whoo Kid hit it right on the head when it was like you got to find that like it hits you deep inside like with his version of Hobbs the Chihuahua.
Hell yeah, that shit is real, dogs.
See, for me, growing up, I'm 25, so like Toy Story was awesome.
Right.
Toy Story.
Toy Story 3 came around.
Holy
and me
shit.
being like 22 at the time and like in college and like the whole point of it is like your childhood's over.
Yeah.
Bawling. I was like, shit. I'm a fucking adult.
I have not stepped into any of those animated movies because I'm being told, like, that's what everybody said about Toy Story 3. Like, you will cry if you go see Toy Story 3. The new movie, where it's like all the different voices inside their head, Inside Out.
Yeah.
They were
I had to hold tears back in that one. I was like, shit.
My wife told me, she was like, you are going to cry if you watch this movie. And I was like, well, fuck that then. I'm not watching that stupid cartoon. So yeah, I mean, and I think Pixar and Disney and everything too, they realize, they're like, wait, Toy Story 3, it's coming out, like you said, like Stuart, like we're not far off in age, so it's like all of us. We watched Toy Story when we were kids. So it's like, not only do we need to get kids with Toy Story 3, but now the adults that watch Toy Story 1 as kids, let's fucking stab them in the heart.
See ya.
Yeah.
Oh, it was brutal, and I had been dating my now wife for like a time, and I was like, no, I'm not crying.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate the call, buddy.
I remember when I used to do your show, when you had the noon show, I remember years ago, you laughed at me for crying to Charlotte's Web. Remember? When the spider died and you couldn't understand why I cried with the pig?
Yeah.
That was one of the...
That was a sad one for you. That was tough.
Traumatizing.
You hated to watch... What was the... it was Charlotte, and what was the pig's name?
I don't remember that nigga.
What was it, Hamilton or something? I don't know.
He was crying, the pig.
Well, he was super sad. That's his friend. She used to write him messages in her web.
And then all the little baby spiders came out at the end.
Did that make you happy?
I was fucking happy, dog.
Yeah, nigga. Charlotte had babies, son. Yeah.
Got the seeds out.
Yeah.
The seed.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Do not... if you are a person... Because I am not an emotional person. If you are a person who has any emotion whatsoever, if you are a person who likes to celebrate the ideas of hope and joy,
just don't be a zombie.
And you're not a zombie. Do not go see this movie Room. Don't do it. Don't put yourself through it. Unless you want the emotional reaction. I don't react emotionally in movies.
I'm going there with some butt fucking niggas.
That's right.
We gotta cry like bitches.
You think so?
Yeah, we all gotta cry. These guys, they Diesel, come bring them in here. And they'll tell you themselves.
I want
Gangsta niggas.
I want that to be my new movie review crew. That's what I'll call it. The movie review crew.
Gangsta niggas.
Yeah. By the way, I think that'd be, GN. Okay.
You may have to change the title, but whatever.
Brian in Chicago.
Hey, first of all, the pig name from Charlotte's Web is Wilbur.
Wilbur.
Wilbur, that's right.
That's like Hamilton.
Super white.
I thought it was Hamilton just because it's a funny thing to name a pig Ham.
Wilbur. Yeah, thanks, man. Oh, my God. Cried like hell in that.
But, so I think everybody with the hope and hopelessness thing, when you watch Castaway, he's all alone on that island. And then finally he finds those kids, Dirk took, and then it ends happily ever after because he finally found his hope.
I don't know. I cried when he found out somebody else had been fucking his wife while he was gone.
See you.
All right, bye. Let's go to Brett in Texas. Brett, you're on Sam Roberts Show.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, pal.
What's up, Whoo Kid?
What up, man? I'm sorry, I was singing.
Not much, man.
Singing Charlotte's Web?
And what?
Nah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, I'll tell you one movie made me cry. It was a recent movie, American Sniper.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, yeah, that was gangster, though.
The end of it, when they were showing the actual funeral procession going down the freeway.
That's tough, dude. Yeah, that was a tough one.
That whew. I broke down on that one right there.
You did?
What?
Yeah, man. That was rough.
What?
It was inspiration, and then the guy murdered him.
Yeah. After all that shit.
I don't know, but also another one. There was a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode. I don't know if you remember this one.
Nah, go ahead.
Where Carlton...
When Tyra Banks wouldn't go on the date with Will, even though they were in the same college? Yeah, that was fucked up.
No.
Oh.
It wasn't that one. It was the one where they were at the ATM machine and they got robbed and Fresh Prince jumped in front.
Oh,
I remember that.
That was a big moment on TV.
Yeah, that was a serious one. He got shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got shot, and then Carlton had like a big-ass 357 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Will Smith, give me the gun. And he got the gun, and Will Smith started crying in the hospital bed.
That was real.
That was on some real shit right there.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was hard.
Man, I should have asked her. Thanks, buddy. I should have asked when Alfonso Ribeiro was up here before. I should have asked him about that episode. Next time he comes up here, I will definitely be asking him about that one.
That shit was in Time Magazine.
Yeah, fuck the Carlton dance. I want to know about when Carlton got that piece.
The piece.
His piece. Dan in Pennsylvania, welcome to Sam Roberts Show.
Hello, Brand, my friend.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Whoo Kid?
What's up, buddy?
All right, I think E-Rock might have brought this to O&A a while ago, the
stupid Futurama episode, Jurassic Park, with the goddamn dog.
See, even on a stupid cartoon like Futurama, they do the dog shit.
And people cried at that.
They're gonna make the water.
I've never met anyone who didn't cry after seeing that shit.
Yeah. It's like, why bother? Like, I at least feel like there was some integrity with Room because it was making me cry out of pure hopefulness. But when you just have a movie where, like, a dog dies at the end of it and you get the audience crying, you have not accomplished anything. Nothing. You're a lazy filmmaker at that point because, of course, people cry when a dog dies. It's the most loyal animal ever, and they only live for, like, 12 years. It's sad.
But I promise, like, all right, I'm going to check out The Room, because...
Not The Room. The Room is Tommy Wiseau's hunk of shit movie.
Yeah.
Room.
I'm going to check out The Room, but you have to check out that Richard Gere dog movie. Then we both come back. I promise you, you're not going to go... You got to pause it, and you can't see the whole movie.
Yeah. I'll be like, yeah, I saw it. It was fine. You're like, what happened at the end?
I want to shoot the director in his face.
You do?
He made it just the longest, depressing scene, and it's so heart-wrenching. It's like endless. It's like it's never gonna stop.
Yeah.
I felt like I'm not getting busy for the rest of my life or some shit. You know what that feeling?
Tragic. It's tragic.
I'm done.
I mean, let's be honest.
Why am I divorced?
You divorced your wife so you could get some pussy.
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, a divorce is a complicated procedure to go through.
I saw her today too. I was so happy I was divorced.
You saw your ex-wife today?
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go? Did you cry?
I got her a key lime pie.
And then you cried tears of happiness because you got to drive away and leave.
Like, see you. Enjoy.
Matt in Connecticut.
Hey, how you guys doing? Listen, so I was watching the movie Up with my daughter.
Oh, no.
And the first 20 minutes of that movie, man, I challenge anybody not to cry. But I'm watching it with my daughter, and I'm like, she's like 6. She can't.
The old man movie?
Yeah, but like you can't explain to a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, a 6-year-old's going to be like, oh, she couldn't have kids? Like, you can't explain to a 6-year-old, like, the tragedy of marrying someone and then a barren womb and all these ideas that were supposed to happen, never happened. I mean, why would they put that in the movie?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but all I know is that I told my daughter I had allergies.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, if you're an adult, you can't cry in front of your kids. I remember, that's how I know my parents did or maybe this is why I'm such a fucking robot of a person.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being like 10 years old and actually asking my parents, hey, do grown-ups cry or is that something that doesn't happen with grown-ups? Because I'd never seen them emote before. And they're like, yeah, sometimes. Not too often, though. Yeah, Stop asking stupid questions, Sam. You idiot.
Somebody just helped me online. It's Mary Ingalls that got blind.
Oh.
Fuck. I cried.
You got to get your Little House on the Prairie character
People
straight.
cried when the main actor died, right?
Michael Landon?
Yeah, when he died.
Well, didn't he die for real? He had cancer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He died.
Right.
People felt really bad.
Well, because he actually was a guy with cancer.
But he was cool as fuck.
You think so?
Yeah. Who's the other guy that died that did all them crazy movies with, he was like an action movie motherfucker. People cried too. What's his name from Ghost? Everybody cried when he died.
Oh, Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, he's Swayze. He was out of here.
He was Swayze.
But I felt bad when he died.
Right, well, because he was in the movie Ghost, and now he was really a ghost.
We always say black people don't have feelings, but we do cry for white folks too.
What is it about Patrick Swayze that resonated with the black community?
Ghost.
It's a good movie? Because Whoopi Goldberg's in it?
No, because he was the ghost.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, I felt bad. Like, his wife was getting fucked. And,
right. Because black people are so afraid of, like, magic and witchcraft and ghosts and stuff. Yeah. This is a good ghost. And you're like, yeah.
Especially when they were doing that pottery and the mud. And
you like that?
That shit was fucking touching.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. It was very, very sensual.
My nipples was hard.
They were?
Hell yeah. Ghost.
Let's go to...
Turn the nigga on, man.
Let's go to Ian.
Hot.
I know. Let's go to Ian in New Jersey.
Swayze.
Right.
Hey, what movie made me cry was Meet the Robinsons. Again, one of those animated films that really mess with you. He was
really?
an orphan kid that lived his entire life, went into the future, met this amazing family, and then he goes back into the past and finds out that was going to be his family. Everything happens. He loves his life. It's amazing.
That's fucked up.
I guess, yeah. It is pretty fucked up. Thanks, buddy.
I don't remember seeing that.
I didn't see Meet the Robinsons.
I didn't cry, though.
You saw Meet the Robinsons? Would you bring your kids?
I No.
You just saw it?
I just saw it.
You watch cartoons?
Get the shit out of me. Yeah, I watch it all day.
Why?
Because it's fun.
No, it's not.
And I'm an adult. Who the fuck is making these shit? You think it's kids making cartoons? Fucking adults, motherfucker.
No, but they make them for little kids.
No, they making them, so why we watching them?
Is that right?
Man, whatever, man.
No, I mean, I don't watch cartoons ever.
So you don't watch Tom and Jerry?
No.
Those are classic cartoons.
No, I don't watch any of that bullshit.
No Tom and Jerry, no Scooby-Doo.
No.
The original Scooby-Doo?
No.
Not the new ones. New ones is gay. I'm talking about the original Scooby-Doo.
No, I watch like The Shining and Clockwork Orange.
You're a weirdo.
No, I'm not a weirdo.
You're Jinko jeans.
I don't wear Jinko jeans. I wanted them when I was younger. You and your fucking hunks.
So you gotta tell me there's no cartoons? You don't watch Avengers? You don't watch the Star Trek animated series by George Lucas?
Fuck no.
George Lucas is a billionaire.
Yeah, big deal. No, I can't think of any cartoon that I watch.
And he eats fucking cornmeal.
I like, I get a kick out of The Simpsons. I watch old episodes of The Simpsons. That's a good show.
Classic.
Yeah. And I can stand South Park. That's a good show.
A classic, too.
But other than that, I can't think of anything.
No Scooby-Doo? What the fuck were you doing?
No, I'm not going to... I mean, when I was a kid...
Smurfs?
No, when I was a kid, I would watch that. I don't watch that now.
It's even more... It's better. It reminds me when I was young, playing with my dick.
No, I watch wrestling, and it reminds me when I was young and playing with my dick. Look, Snoop Dogg's cousin is wrestling on TV right now.
Oh!
See? She's about to win, too. Oh, kick out. See? That I watch all the time.
She got a fat ass, too.
She's a good-looking woman.
Gotta call Snoop. This dog want to get in that dub.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, we should probably take a break.
Yeah, we have to. I'll be back, though, at 11.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go and go on a mystery adventure?
Yeah, I got this mysterious shit.
You gotta go cry for a while.
And I'll be back. It'll be all good. What time is your boy coming here?
Well, yeah, that's fine. You go for a while.
He's an evil snake.
Well, he's a Puerto Rican rattlesnake.
He trains rattlesnakes?
No, he calls himself the Puerto Rican rattlesnake. Do you know Luis J. Gomez?
No, I thought he was bringing a snake here. And
no, he's not a snake charmer. He's a rattlesnake.
Oh.
You never met Luis J. Gomez? He's a great guy. You'll like him. You guys will get along very well. There's a bunch of stuff. Like, I want to play, once Luis J. Gomez gets in here, I want to play this clip that we found online today. It was in Washington, D.C., and it was maybe the worst trash talking before a fight that I've ever heard. It was a white guy and a black guy fighting, and it was absolutely embarrassing. What? But Luis J. Gomez calls himself the real ass dude, so he's the guy to play that for. And then later on tonight, once you're back in here, Whoo Kid, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play the Mike Tyson clip.
Are you?
Yeah. I still got to play the clips from me on Red Eye. I'll play one of them right now. We were talking about movies just now, Whoo Kid.
This works.
I was on. What's that?
Oh shit! I didn't talk.
Who was that?
Some girl I fucked. Mexican chick in Dallas.
I didn't hear your voice on it.
I know. I'm scared to talk this time. You get me in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying?
Does she know you're filming her?
No.
You're a bad person.
I had to do it while she was fucking this doggy style.
Oh, I see.
She can't see. Why is my friend filming this?
Well, because it's exciting.
Get out of here. I got another one, too.
Let me hear it.
It's in Canada.
That's you.
Slowly. Wow. And I can speed it up.
Let me stop.
That's what you sound like. Oh, Adrian, you got to pull that. I want those drops forever. I want that to be my ringtone.
Now you can speed it up.
Can you play it again?
Slowly. This is in Canada.
Now you can speed it up.
I don't know why I'm Barry White in Canada.
You're a fucking dork is what you are.
You want me to play
now
it
you can speed it up.
You really want me to play it again?
I want you to play that one again, yeah.
Slowly.
Wow.
And now you can speed it up.
He went, wow. Wow.
Why am I saying wow?
You did. You said wow.
I said wow. Right?
Wow. Slowly. Now you can speed it up.
This is what happens when you have a divorce, homie.
Now you can speed it up.
She was moving slow. I wanted to...
Well, you said slowly.
Yeah.
And then what was your second instruction?
Wow.
No, and then and then the third.
Wow.
Now you can speed it up.
Because when you have a condom on and you're moving slow, there's no feelings. I just wanted to go a little fast.
Right, a little more friction.
Yeah, it's like no better than I had them thick-ass Canadian condoms, man.
That's not good. That's no good at all.
It's just whack out there, man.
No.
It's just like fucking wearing leather.
So that's what he said. Now you can speed it up.
Big-ass leather wallet on my dick.
I like, too, that there was no confusion as to when.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, do you want me to speed it up in a few minutes? And she was like, no, now you could speed it up.
Yeah, I got to bring the Mullins every week now.
You do have to. That's so funny. And I saw it. It's a real sex tape. Yeah. That's not you acting. I think I saw your dick.
How about it? Yeah, you did look at my dick, man.
Before you go, let me play this clip for you.
Yeah.
I was on Red Eye. Where is it? Here it is. I was on Red Eye on Fox News.
Mm-hmm.
And this was last week. And we were just talking about movies that made us cry. Have you ever seen the movie Human Centipede?
Oh, that shit is horrible.
Well,
don't they connect like human bodies together and shit like that?
Asshole to mouth.
I was too scared to watch that shit.
Right, the whole movie is based on the fact that some crazy doctor connects people anus to mouth.
Why?
Because he's fucking crazy. But I believe I might have been the first person in history to get a reference to Human Centipede out on the Fox News channel.
No.
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Sam, what do you think? Anything missing from this list?
Well, yeah, the list is a joke. Because first of all, it is. To get 100 people together and come up with The Exorcist is the best horror movie of all time is just lazy. But I went through the entire list. And Human Centipede is nowhere to be found. It's just when you talk about that genre of film, it's a masterpiece. And it gives you lots of great ideas.
I don't think I want to see that movie. Or even read the description of it.
You haven't seen Human Centipede?
No, you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
You don't want to see it.
Human Centipede, baby, on Fox News.
I honestly don't want to see that movie.
I'm changing the world, Whoo Kid.
I see.
I'm changing the world. What would you rather see, a dog dying or Human Centipede in a movie?
A dog dying.
You'll cry before you see Human Centipede.
But you're fucking changing, you're changing society one late night moment at a time.
That's right. Slow down, Whoo Kid.
What?
Okay, now you can speed it up.
Okay. Fuck up.
Wow.
I hate you. I should never play this shit.
Oh, we are never going to. Adrian's pulling it. That's going to be in my production. That's going to be in the intro to the show. That's going to be like, you're not coming in here ever again without hearing your sex sounds. I promise you. Slow. Now you could speed it up.
I'm out of here. All
right, buddy. I'll see you in a few minutes. Louis J. Gomez coming in after this, so stay right there. Sam Roberts Show continues in a moment.
It's Sam Roberts Show.
Yeah.
More of that after this.
Come on.
This is Sam Roberts Show. It's on now.
Come on, man.
Louis J. Gomez has joined me in studio. What's going on, buddy?
Just shadowboxing.
Yeah, I know, because it still works. The song still works.
I mean, you forget how good this one is.
Yeah.
You forget how hyped it gets you.
Because, LL Cool J is not, now he's a host. He's like a Grammy host. He's an actor. Yeah. He's not like this sort of I'll fuck you up guy. But when this song came out, it was that dude will fuck you up.
Yeah, like Mark McGrath.
Exactly.
He turned into a personality. He's an E-Channel Entertainment correspondent.
Exactly.
That's not a badass Sugar Ray. They were bad fucking ass.
Right, just fucking chicks.
Just murderous animals.
Right.
Beating up dudes, smashing puss.
Right. And you forget, and then you put Mama Said Knock You Out on, you're like, oh shit, he will knock somebody out.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, Louis J. Gomez, what's going on, buddy?
I'm chilling, man.
You can be at Levity Live, is that right?
This Thursday night.
It's very exciting. Levity Live is a great club. Levity Live is in the Palisades Mall. It's in West Nyack, New York. So if anybody is in town Thursday night, I would suggest going to see Louis J. Gomez. He's very funny, and it's a very good club.
Yeah, and that mall is pretty dope, too. We went up there for Halloween with my kid.
Yeah.
And we went trick-or-treating in the mall.
Yeah, I was in the mall on Halloween, not realizing it was Halloween on Saturday or whatever. And I didn't realize how many kids just go trick-or-treating in the mall.
Yeah, everyone thought you were a black guy in whiteface.
That's what it was.
They thought, oh, come on, that's not cool. Not in 2015.
Right. If we can't do it, you can't do it. And I was like, it's just me. I need you to know it's just me. But, yeah. A lot of kids go trick-or-treating in the mall now.
Yeah. It's not as cool as going door to door, house to house.
No.
Because some of the stores don't do it.
But some of the houses don't do it.
Like some weird Indian couple that has candles. They have a candle a candle kiosk in the mall.
I did see that. I saw there would be a sign on the door that said, "Thanks for your business. We're not participating in trick or treat this year." And it's how fucking big of a deal is it to get a bag of Hershey bars before you come to work? Just do it. Why would you put up a sign that says, "Hey, come shop with us. We're poor sports."
Yeah. They're almost saying hey, we don't want your kids and your family here.
Right.
So single old people.
Yeah. We want miserable bitterness.
Yeah.
Nothing nice.
You know what? They did run out of a lot of candy. They ran out of candy at Toys R Us. I'm like, you guys realize you guys can spend $100 on candy right now and have every kid in the fucking mall come into your store right now.
And by the way, it's Toys R Us. Just take some of the candy off the shelf.
Do the candy store. This is the most fucked up part. There's one candy store. We showed up. We're like, all right, for sure they're going to have candy left. They had candy. Oh, they had aisles of candy.
Yeah.
They were giving out one single pixie stick if you came up and said trick or treat.
What?
One single pixie stick.
It's completely short-sighted that they wouldn't realize if we give out a ton of amazing candy, we're going to be in these kids' good graces for the rest of the year. It's not like anybody goes to that mall to shop. Nobody goes to that mall to trick or treat if that's not their local mall.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They're all coming back.
Granted, I live in New York City and I went there. It was an attraction for me and my family.
Why did you went just because?
Well, I grew up in Rockland County. I grew up in that mall. I worked in that mall when I was in high school.
In the Hot Topics?
In the Hot Topic.
Did you really?
I swear to God. You weren't kidding. I thought I told the story to you
No,
before.
you didn't. I was kind of making fun of you.
You were being funny. You're like, there's no way Louis J. Gomez worked in Hot Topic.
I mean, it would make sense. I could see you as a Hot Topic kid.
I was. I had long hair, Marilyn Manson t-shirt, eyeliner.
Just you were the kid who's like, yeah, I dare you to fucking bully me. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah. I was like the kind of kid who was like I would help my nerdier friends when they were being bullied.
Totally. You're that, because because you do have that punk rock thing in you where you learn how to fight and then you go find bullies and kick the shit out of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like like a Robin Hood.
Is that how you see it?
Steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Oh, that's
I
really...
would steal from kids in school, and then we would split it amongst the poor kids.
That's great. So you'd find the thieves, steal all the shit that they stole, and then you would just enjoy it with your friends.
And then what I did was I lost all the weight, cut my hair, got rid of the gay eyeliner.
So you were a fat kid, too.
I was a fat kid.
You were a big fat goth?
Yeah, and then I became the kids who would pick on me.
Right. Well, that's why you're so, defensive now. That's why you've got such a thing of, I'm the fucking real ass dude. Yeah. I'm the rattlesnake. Because this
Joe
is
Jetta comedy.
Right. This is the guy that you always wanted to be.
Yes. Now I can finally do what I want to do as an adult. Nobody can stop me.
Right. Except everybody's looking at you like, why are you doing that?
Dude, that mall, we were so bored in high school, dude. We used to rob the wishing well at, the Rainforest Cafe.
What?
We used to take all the money.
You never seen Goonies?
Dude, I swear to God, we were
These
inspired.
are people's wishes.
We were inspired by that scene.
So you're sitting there if we can find a group of kids, except for that fucking one wiener, get him out of there.
We can support a drug habit off of children's wishes.
Right.
And I swear to God, we would go every Tuesday night, me and my buddy Toby Smith, God rest his soul.
Is he dead now?
Shot to death by mall security.
Good.
No, he's alive, I think. We would go and we would sneak in with shopping bags, like plastic shopping bags, and we would just take all of the change out of the bottom of the wishing well at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we would go to the Coinstar machine the next day.
So was the wishing well located out, like, free range for anybody to get to?
You could walk into the mall. Like, the mall it's such a big mall that I guess they have deliveries all night. And it's a huge cavernous mall. So you could just go in. The doors don't close.
So you weren't working there at the time?
No, we were, at this point we were like maybe 17 or 18. We were adults.
Right.
I could vote at the time that I did this. This wasn't I was not a good person, okay?
Right.
And, it wasn't even sneaking in. We would walk in and we would just take all the change out. It was so funny because the first time we did it, we put all the wet change into the Coinstar machine the next day. Like, it didn't dry out. And we just fried a Coinstar machine.
Because it was soaking wet.
$40,000 machine just destroyed.
Yeah. So you robbed, in the same mall, you robbed a wishing well and then fucking fried out the Coinstar machine.
Well, we went to a different place for the Coinstar machine.
Smart. No evidence.
We're not stupid.
Yeah.
We're not dummies.
No,
okay?
you leave the pieces of the gun everywhere you go. Like, you put the magazine in this trash can, you put the body over here. I get it.
We used to fuck with mall security. There'd be 3 of us walking through the mall, and then we would act like we're stealing shit, but we weren't. We would just, so they start following us, these fucking loser security guards that worked at the mall.
Right, they're the losers, not you guys with nothing better to do.
Oh, it's the suburbs. You're so bored.
Right.
So then out of nowhere, we would just go run, and then we would run in opposite directions, and they would just chase us for no reason.
Right.
Just chasing us through the mall.
And then what would they do when they caught you?
Oh, I was banned from that mall for a long time.
You were?
Yes, I had to come back as a paid performer in order to, I think, be legally allowed in that mall.
Wow, that's quite an accomplishment for you.
That was only last year.
Right. So now when you go back, do you kind of want to fuck with people there?
No, that's what we do now. Now we do it.
Wow. And you can go see, that's what you should do. You should do a comedy show and then do a Louis J. Gomez tour of the Palisades Mall where you get to go see all the locations. This used to be where the Rainforest Cafe was.
All the illegal shit that I did.
Yeah, we stole this from here. We beat up a kid over here.
I fingered an underage girl in that hallway right over there.
Right over there. If you see between the Disney store and the Wendy's, there's this little alcove.
That was very specific.
Oh, I know exactly the mall.
I mean, here's the thing about Sam, okay? You think he's creative.
Right.
He's not.
No.
He's just replaying real things.
Right.
That was such a specific reference. That was actually a real place in the mall.
No, there's an alcove between the Wendy's and the Disney
I know.
store.
They don't even know that. You could have just created any alcove and you were very real with it.
Well, because you know the mall. I'm not going to look like a fool in front of you. You'd be like, no, there isn't.
I'm just saying I'm impressed.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, Louis J. Gomez, I'm glad that you're here. First of all, you were talking about me wearing whiteface as a black man.
Yeah.
Did you hear Rachel Dolezal is back in the news?
Oh, what did she do now?
Well, the media is back on top of the Rachel Dolezal bandwagon. You all remember Rachel Dolezal. This is the woman who was in the NAACP. She was claiming that she was black for a long, long time, and then finally was outed. An article came out about her, the fact she was lying the whole time. Her parents ended up doing an interview on the Today Show, and her parents basically said, I don't know where the fuck she gets this from. She's not a black person. Both of us are white. She came from that guy's balls out of my vagina. All Caucasian. And Rachel Dolezal never specifically admitted to it. You know what I mean? She just kept saying, well, I identify as black.
Yeah.
The whole time.
And I think the defenders of her blindly, where they were calling it some sort of transracial.
Right, transracial.
Transracial thing.
Because it came out right along the same time as Caitlyn Jenner did. So at that point, people were kind of still ready to accept things. So a lot of people did just say, well, you can be transracial and you can be, like, it got to the place where it was like, it doesn't matter. You can literally.
We called those wiggers in my day.
That was what it was back then.
Yeah.
But you had offensive names for transgender people as well, I would assume.
Trannies. It was like a letter.
Right.
One letter away from what you're allowed to call them.
It was pretty much the same.
One letter. Okay, I'm sorry. That's just crazy. And first of all, you're not transracial,
right.
Sam. You are.
Me?
Yeah, you are. I don't know what the fuck you are. You're just like.
I'm a white person.
You're just a white person.
That's it. My parents are white.
There's something in there.
I mean, somewhere way back, there's got to be, but there's nobody that's taken any credit for it, which I guess isn't a huge surprise. But there's nobody that's taken any credit for being any sort of.
So you know for a fact there's definitely somebody cheated on somebody in your family.
I would imagine. Look, if you go back, and they've done family tree studies on my family. One of my aunts or cousins or something.
She fucked the Grinch, and then you came out.
No, she was fucking a person who was in the FBI. And this guy in the FBI went to our family reunion one year and had gone through all the FBI computers and created in-depth family trees.
Is it to find your race?
No, it was just to be like, who are we related to? But this is what I'm getting to. You know who was in the family tree?
No.
TJ, Thomas Jefferson.
Get out of town.
You know what Thomas Jefferson used to like to do?
Rape his slaves.
Well, I think he was intimate with them. I don't know if it was rape, but
come on, they were his slaves. Hold on. All right, time out. Let me ask you a question. That's actually a much bigger question.
Yeah.
Is it rape if you're making love to your slaves?
It depends. I think it would be up to. It's the slave's call. The slave would have to tell you.
Yeah, but what if she has what do they call it? You know, whatever syndrome. Syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. I guess that's true, but I don't think it's up for me, who's not one of the people involved.
No, I'm asking you, can you rape your slaves?
Well, yeah, they don't like me. Yeah, they don't. It would definitely. It would. That's what it is when I do it. They don't. They're not sexually attracted to me whatsoever, but. They're slaves. What are they going to do about it, you know?
Write a letter.
Like, sorry, yeah. Talk to the boss about it. Oh, yeah,
rip up
that's
their letter
me.
in front of them.
Yeah. I'll send it right to management. Let's see if HR wants to get involved. But, so there's that. That's the sort of one little weird connecting factor that Thomas Jefferson is part of it.
But that is so long ago. I can't believe
very long ago.
You would not have this much of black features if it was that long ago.
You don't think so?
This has to be like your grandmother.
You think my grandmother slept with a black man?
Yes.
And then that was my mom. That seed turned into my mom.
Yeah.
Or dad. And then, but I have uncles on my mom's side that also have curly hair. So
but it's not just the curly hair, dude. It's like
not?
It's the nostrils.
I have black nostrils?
Yeah, they're a little like outturned.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this is specifically determining my ethnicity or if you're just playing on stereotypes.
No, I'm not. I swear to God.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm looking at your face. Okay?
Right. You're trying to be scientific.
I'm looking at you straight on, and
yes.
I can see parts of the inside of your skull. Okay, that means that your nostrils are turned out a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And then you have really nappy hair.
Can I tell you what's the one piece of truly, I don't want to say damning evidence, but that points really in that direction?
What?
Mike Tyson, probably a year or so ago, was in this studio.
You're a name dropper.
No. This is very important. This is what makes this evidence count. That Mike Tyson was in this studio. He was leaving. I said, Mike, it was good to see you. And he shook my hand. And he clutched my hand. And he looked at me. And he shook his head. And he said, you're a black motherfucker. And then he left. And I said, wow, if that's not...
In that moment, you knew that it's real. That your grandma was probably taking some black dick.
In my heart, I said, yeah. In my heart of hearts, I said, that's what that was.
Yeah.
That's the evidence. But Rachel Dolezal, she's just white. And she went on, she's pregnant now as well. But... she went on, they made an ethnic version of The View. I guess it's on Fox 5 here in New York. It's called...
it's not an SNL sketch. I thought you were just talking about a sketch on a funny show.
No, it's actually a real... it's actually a real thing. It was
going to be all black women, and then it was going to be a white version of Whoopi.
No, yeah. That's Rachel Dolezal.
There we go.
But Rachel Dolezal went on, I think it's called The Real.
Oh.
Because, they get real.
I mean, why can't we be racist when that exists?
Right. I don't know.
I'm Hispanic. I'll say it right now, man. I give an N-word to a white celebrity because of that show. You get one...
Each white celebrity gets one N-word?
No. I'm saying you get one famous, like a Hulk Hogan gets a pass.
Am I a big enough celebrity?
No. Like another Dog the Bounty Hunter, he'll get a pass.
Oh, gotcha. So the next outrage, it's like, let's be honest.
The real exists. So that's their version of a celebrity slipping up and saying the N-word.
Hulk Hogan, you're back in the WWE Hall of Fame.
I
the real
give
exists.
Back to him because of the real.
Right.
We even need the next one because let's not gamble here.
Right.
Hogan deserves to be back. I think this is a real legitimate argument.
Yeah, I would say I would agree with you on that. I think that's fair. You want to hear Rachel Dolezal on The Real?
I want to hear it.
Yeah. She this was the first time, and this is why this is big. It's the first time she admitted that her parents were white.
Wow.
You weren't born black, so when you say you are black, it makes it hard for people to understand where you're coming from.
Right, and that's why I said I acknowledge I was biologically born white to white parents.
The crowd flips out.
Shit.
The crowd flips out. Like, they're just waiting there. They're just sitting there staring at this woman going, say you're white. Just say it. Just say the words. Just say the words. But you gotta listen to the whole clip, because listen as the crowd is just applauding. Like, no, stop the sentence there. Stop talking. As the crowd is clapping, she's trying to be like, but. Like, she's trying to qualify it, and the crowd is like, no, you said it. That counted.
You weren't born black, so when you say you are black, it makes it hard for people to understand where you're coming from.
Right, and that's why I said I acknowledge I was biologically born white, to white parents.
I'm clapping right now.
Right, but I identify as black, you know?
Did you hear her? They're all just applauding, and she goes, but I identify as black. I identify as black. It's like, you can't. It's not how it works. You can't sit there and say, I've got white parents. I'm fully acknowledging that me as a person was made from the seed of a white man and the egg of a white woman. However, I identify as black. You could identify as black if there's a little bit of black in you. If you have maybe you have a black cousin somewhere. Maybe you have a Hispanic aunt. Then you can be like, well, I identify as Hispanic because there's a little Hispanic in me. Okay, arguable, but okay.
The way everyone kind of identifies as American Indian.
Right.
Yeah, you're like, oh, no, I'm Cherokee.
Right, I'm Cherokee on a college application.
I'm Algonquin.
Right. Everybody's got a little...
Everybody's Cherokee, though. I've never met an Algonquin or a Navajo.
Well, Cherokee is like the one that everybody knows.
Yeah.
Like Cherokee Indian.
Yeah.
I think I was Cherokee Indian when I applied to college.
Were you?
I think so. I think I checked that box. I was like, I got a little Cherokee.
I think I was like, it shouldn't matter, man. N.A. Niggas with attitudes.
Right.
That's what I meant by it.
Yeah, no, like we don't want this N-word with an attitude in our college. You just wrote it under it. That stands for just so you know.
Yeah. Dude, that's pretty crazy, dude. And first of all, in this Snapchat world that we live in, they're just going to edit it down to 10 seconds anyway.
Right.
And it's just going to be her.
We got it. We got the soundbite, and she's literally fighting the soundbite. She's sitting there going, but I identify as black. No, you said it. You said it. It's like, just wait. I didn't even know. I thought her cycle was over. Like, I didn't know that the media was going to turn her back into a story at all, ever. So the fact that, I mean, she's like, this is everywhere.
Oh, this is the real.
This afternoon.
The real is a little behind on their news. Okay?
You think so?
They were covering Kim and Kanye.
Uh-huh.
They had to cover the Halloween baby costumes.
And next week, we're going to find out that Donald Trump is running for president.
Oh, no!
Yeah, there's going to be a story on The Real next week. Have you heard what Donald Trump has said about Mexicans?
Oh, shit.
Maybe that's what it is, just behind the news. But, I mean, I can't believe that they're covering this still. And I can't believe that, like, they're trying to, why not let the story be the story? Like, if you want a story out of this, make it Rachel Dolezal is still trying to say she identifies as black. Not, hey, everybody, Rachel Dolezal admitted she was white, because she didn't. She was trying to yell over this standing ovation.
Yeah, I don't even understand how it really became a story to begin with, because we were duped and we thought she was a black chick?
Yes, because she was the president of branch of the NAACP.
I don't know. Isn't that really us being stupid? Isn't that everyone else? Shouldn't we kind of go?
Are we allowed her to trick us?
Yeah.
I think it's not. I think it's because nobody will say this, but I think it's like, I'm fascinated by it because she's nuts. Like, it takes a crazy person not to. Because the story is not she said she was black to get in somewhere. She said she was black to get a job, to put this on an application.
That is very easy for a cis white man to say.
Cis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they say cisgender.
No, I know.
Cis race.
I know. But she didn't. She's not lying about it. She believes it. Like, she's trying to live an existence as a black person, even though she's not.
Sam, see, you don't understand her perspective. You have both.
I mean, I majored in sociology.
You have the benefits of looking both black and white, okay?
Right.
She can only dream of this.
Right. So, she looks white.
Yeah, you sit here on your fucking ivory tower of weird, ambiguous racial features.
Right. No, you're right. The nostrils, for instance.
Yeah, and the hair, and even your skin is a little, it's like white, but it kind of looks ashy.
Like it's albino white. Like it could be an albino black person.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, she's fucking batshit. That's just the truth, okay? And I think that's more the commentary on the NAACP, is that they let a batshit crazy person become the head of their organization.
Yeah, because there's no way that the only crazy thing she's ever done is pretended she was black. Like, this is a crazy person through and through. There's got to be... I can't imagine dealing with her day to day.
No.
Like, she's just got to be a psychopathic woman.
Always trying to prove she's black.
Right.
Say, no, we're doing double dutch in this office. She has everyone...
Yeah. Rachel, why are we doing this? Maybe you didn't grow up like I did.
Were her parents rich? Was she from like an affluent household?
I don't think they were rich. I don't think they were poor, though. It was like middle class, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they were like from the hood.
No,
right?
Not from the hood.
If they grew up in like the ghetto of ghettos, I would almost kind of give her a pass.
Well, how?
Because I knew really poor white kids that grew up in like black neighborhoods that used the N-word, like they said the A, and they kind of like identified as like urban kids.
Yeah, but at no point did they say, no, it's okay because I'm black.
Yeah, if they look like you, they might have, Sam. You get what I'm saying though?
Right.
Like,
well, if they look like me, they might have been black.
Right, well, exactly.
So you don't know.
But she kind of has also another like I mean, I know she kind of did herself up like that a little bit more.
And when I saw her on the reel, she was like a redhead. She didn't look black at all.
Really?
She doesn't have that look. She cannot pull it off. And even like I was talking to D12. They were in here last week.
Name dropping again.
That's right. And we were talking about Eminem.
And they said, yo, Sam, you black.
They did.
Once again, confirmed.
I think they were giving me that vibe.
Does every story with a black person in this studio end with telling them that you're black?
Well, I make sure Adrian, my producer, before they come in, he goes, you'll sit there. We have waters for everybody. And the host, he loves it if you tell him he's black.
If you guys could just confirm that our host is African American, it would make the show a lot more smooth.
That's what you actually should have gotten that talk before you came in.
Can I say something? Side note, as we continue this story, though, I don't mean to go all to ADD, but last time I was here, you had a nice, lovely young girl that I built a very strong relationship with, Christine, come and meet me. It was Christine, right?
Christine, yeah.
I guess I finally got her name right.
Right.
And she met me. She was very sweet. She's a great chick. Today you send Adrian, who at this point looks like a fucking cancer patient. His head is completely bald. He's got shitty red facial hair. It's terrifying, dude.
Well,
I didn't even recognize him.
I made the mistake. I made two mistakes. Number one, I introduced Adrian to pro wrestling. Number two, I started going on Snapchat again. Because I went on my Snapchat and I got a message on my Snapchat this weekend from Adrian. And Adrian was wearing an Austin 316 t-shirt.
Oh.
And he was dressed up for Halloween, and he was threatening to open a can of whoop ass all over my ass.
That's right, Sam.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
He then told me that he got fucked up, shaved his head, shaved his facial hair into a goatee so he could look like Stone Cold. Then he threw himself through a table and had sex with a girl while pretending to be Stone Cold. Is that right?
That's correct.
You did the Stone Cold voice while you were having sex with her?
Once or twice.
What did you say?
I couldn't even tell you.
Do you think you sounded more or less silly than Whoo Kid in his sex tape?
Probably more.
Probably more silly.
Well, I don't know. Whoo Kid sounded pretty ridiculous.
So what did the girl say? Do you remember?
No.
Oh my God.
Get off me, please. You're hurting me, sir.
Stone Cold don't quit for nobody.
You don't have the head shape to shave your head. He doesn't. He has it's like an uneven, like Stone Cold had a nice round bald head. You know what I'm saying? Your head is bumpy and uneven, and you got fucking pimples on it.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And you're too young. When you're that
that's
young,
the problem. Adrian shaved his head, and he looks like he's 38 years old. He's 23. He's a kid.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's uncomfortable when I see a kid that young with his head shaved. It just makes me think you have some sort of sickness.
Are you happy with how you look?
No. I was happy on Halloween.
Because you look like Stone Cold.
Yeah, but he's cool as fuck.
But how old do you think Stone Cold was? About 38 or so,
He was an
right?
older man.
He was probably about 38 years old. So that is what you look like. It's like a 38-year-old man.
Well, yeah, then I did a good job.
And it's also kind of an outdated costume. For all that effort, to look like a cancer patient for the next month, like, I feel like you could have went with something a little bit more current, like maybe Game of Thrones themed costume.
I'm a big Stone Cold fan.
Well, here's the thing. It's not out of date for Adrian because he just found out about Stone Cold.
Yeah, so it's cool as fuck
Dude, have you seen this guy, man? I don't know, dude.
He's got a move. It's called the Stunner.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I got it. He flips people off. Yeah, it doesn't happen
Drink
anymore.
Steve Weisers.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what did you do for the weekend? Did you trick or treat at Stone Cold? Did you go at the mall?
No, I had a party.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I acted like Stone Cold.
Yeah?
The whole night.
Just get fucked up and act like Stone Cold?
And Stone Cold stunned a lot of people.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you kick him in the midsection first? Mm-hmm. Did your friends get annoyed with you?
I almost got in a fist fight with one of my friends.
Because you kept stunning him?
Well, he came into the apartment, and I came around a corner and kicked him in the chest.
And it's honestly, it's really not an effective move in a real fight.
Not at all.
The stunner doesn't work?
Not really. And you really learn the hard way.
It's hard to bring somebody down successfully with a stunner.
Yeah, usually they just go, get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
And they start kicking you in the back of the neck.
You kind of just fall past them and hit the ground.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta lock their head.
Yeah, but I don't want to break anybody's neck.
But that's the point. The stunner is like, I want to break someone's neck.
That's not the Stone Cold attitude. Stone Cold, he's trying to break your neck.
Right. Stone Cold was trying to stop a mud hole in someone's ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Like, he didn't give a fuck. You know what Stone Cold used to say? He used to say, "You stupid son of a bitch, DTA, don't trust nobody." Which I don't know. I mean, probably anybody was the word he was looking for. But if you're going to be Stone Cold, you have to have that DTA attitude, you know?
I was The Rock in high school for Halloween once.
Well, that was when The Rock was wrestling still.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a very current, cool, like, wow, dude, look how fucking...
But were you the Fat Rock?
Yeah, I was a very soft Rock.
That blows.
It was like The Rock, like, I had like a training injury, like I blew my knee out.
Right.
Really just, really let myself go.
Right. You were The Rock who wears a Rock t-shirt and workout pants. It's like, no, we don't do the tights anymore. A little on the heavy side. What'd you wear as The Rock?
You know, it's funny because I went to go see The Rock the year before at the Palisades Center Mall.
Oh, at an autograph signing?
Autograph signing at the Palisades Center Mall. This is right when he was starting to get like huge.
Sure.
Okay. And I waited online for like 4 hours to meet The Rock. Mm-hmm. They cut the line off right at me. Mm-hmm. This is my luck. At me. And they said, no more people. And they had to cut it off at somebody, so there was no arguing like, oh, dude, let me get one more, because then there's like 500.
The next guy goes, yeah, let me get one more. Let me get one more.
Like they made a decision. I'm the kid who is dressed up like The Rock,
the Fat Rock,
the Fat Rock in a shirt that I've like opened, like a silky type shirt.
Like when The Rock would come out and claim he had $500 shirts.
That's what I said to The Rock as he walked past me out of the mall. I had my glasses pulled down, and my chain around my neck. I was like, Rock, I wore my $500 shirt for this, and he looked at me. He was like, that ain't no $500 shirt. I was like, God, you goddamn right, Rock, it ain't. Like $30.
That's great. I went to meet Chris Jericho when I was probably around that same age, and this is when Chris Jericho was like, he would come out to the rock music and he'd wear leather pants and like a rave shirt. Like, you know, those short sleeve button down shirts that were all silver and shiny. I went and got one. And but I actually met him. They didn't cut the line off. Oh. And I wore my Y2J t-shirt and a rave shirt over it.
You looked so cool. He probably thought you were awesome.
He probably was like, oh, he did. He told me, oh, you came all decked out for this.
Yeah.
I didn't realize under his breath he said, you fucking loser.
You fucking queer.
You dork.
Yeah, dude. I used to love wrestling, dude. Back in the day, I loved it. And it wasn't cool. Like, now there's a cool, like, nostalgic thing about it. Like, chicks are into it. Like, there's nothing. It was so whack when I was in high school to be into pro wrestling.
Like, not with The Rock and stuff.
It just got cool right as I started getting out of it.
Gotcha.
You know what it was? Because that was my personality type. I wanted to do the shit that was anti-cool.
Right.
So
because you're always fucking wanting to get into an argument.
I really want somebody to call me on my shit.
I know, because you're a hostile person, and so the minute people start liking something, you don't like it, and if they don't like it, then you like it, so you can get into an argument. Because if you just like cool shit that everybody else likes, all you're gonna do is have a pleasant conversation about a shared interest, and that's just it's never been in your DNA.
That's not interesting to me.
No, you don't like that.
I need some sort of conflict.
Like, I'm like, you know what, I like that hat you're wearing, and you're like, oh, I'm only wearing it because it's stupid, and so are you.
Yeah, I wear this hat to find every time somebody compliments it, I know who I'm gonna hate.
Right.
I put you on a list of people that I no longer like.
Right, but it's your show logo on the hat. Yeah, I don't like my show.
I hate my show.
I hate my show. It's
I hate anybody who likes it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, doesn't it get exhausting to you?
What?
To always want to be in an argument with somebody?
I don't always want to be in an argument, Sam.
You strike me as somebody...
Say it again, Sam.
You strike me as somebody who always wants to be in an argument with somebody.
That's not true. I really don't. I came in today very low-key.
Well, you've never wanted to... You never want to get in arguments with me.
Very relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, I said something about Adrian's head, but everyone, that's a...
Are you happy with your shaved head?
You're not the first person.
Are you happy
with it?
Yeah. No.
I was happy with it on Saturday, though.
Dude, cool as fuck. People on the subway won't make eye contact with him because they think he's sick. They feel bad.
You got to get a fitted hat and just wear it. Like, yeah, but it's not fitted. Even the hat with the band on the back, you can still see enough of your head.
You mean the snapback?
Yeah. You don't want that.
Yeah, but that's even sadder because it looks like he's trying to cover it up. Like, dude, no, man. Bald is beautiful. Chemo is like, it's just part of the process, man.
Yeah, or maybe you got to go tanning.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
You're not?
No, I don't tan.
You could try.
Look at my no.
Then he's actually going to get cancer.
Just burn. Well, yeah, that's the point. Yeah, so
we need to give you the sickness to match your look.
So what are you going to do? You should shave your facial hair so you're just all hairless.
I'm just going to let it grow back in. I'll wear a hat for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least you committed to it.
Yeah, I keep it short for the most part, though, anyway. I keep it buzzed, but not skin like this.
Well, you're a kind of handsome guy, and this isn't a look for you. That's the problem.
It worked out. I slept with a mermaid.
You did sleep with a mermaid?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were stone cold.
That's right.
How do you do that? How do you go from being, because you're a horse's ass for sure.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go from putting yourself through a beer pong table to then getting up and being like, oh, I'm a great sexual partner?
Because it was funny.
And the girl was like, oh, that's funny. I'd like to sleep with you.
I guess so, yeah.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never, because I would think if I were a woman, I'd be like, well, that guy's a fucking horse's ass.
He's a dickhead.
He's a dickhead. But a lot of women like that, I guess.
Yeah, we had to talk with Neil Strauss about that, remember?
Yeah, I guess. But was this woman you were with at the party, was she fairly stupid?
Yeah, not a smart girl.
No,
by any
okay.
means, no.
All right, so that's what you go.
She wasn't very pretty either. Like, it's not like a...
It's not an accomplishment.
Not really. Not my better work.
She was an ugly,
stupid
dumb
person.
Was she nice at least?
Very, very
She's
nice.
a mean woman. Mean, ugly, dumb woman.
She's a nice, fat idiot. Is that right?
I wouldn't say fat, no.
She wasn't overweight?
She just wasn't great looking.
Well, she had to be nice at that point. If you're ugly...
I wouldn't say ugly, but
and
she wasn't
stupid.
pretty.
Have you spoken to her since?
Nope.
Do you think you'll hear from her?
Mm-mm.
She knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's nice. Did you have a talk? Have you had sex with her before?
Nope.
Do you know her before?
Not really.
Where was she from? Why was she in your house? Friend of a friend.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell
Are
you
you
what town she's
Facebook
from.
friends with her?
No.
Are you? If
But if I was, I would pull up photos right now.
There's a paper trail, though, because she's Facebook friends with your friend.
Right,
Yeah.
so she could find you.
She's going
I
to
could
find
find her.
you. There's no more fucking a chicken disappearing.
I know. If she requests you as a friend on Facebook, are you going to accept?
Probably not.
Are you or are you not?
Probably not.
Commit to it right now.
No.
Yes. You won't.
No.
No.
Why not, though?
I haven't been on my Facebook in a really long time.
Do you have her phone number?
No.
No.
Adrian, why wouldn't you want to be her friend on Facebook, though?
It's like there's nowhere further for us to go from here.
What are you further?
You know what I mean?
Anal?
I guess we could do
Put a
that.
finger in your butt?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
You just haven't had the right girl do it, to be honest.
Yeah. But I mean,
then my butt tongue, but not the finger.
but I guess, Lewis, I mean, what you need to understand, Adrian does not want any clinginess whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
So the minute that it's like, oh, even if all we do is we have this relationship where we have sex regularly and we try a different weird shit, like even that's a relationship. And at some point feelings develop. If you can just get one in, never exchange phone numbers.
One and done.
No Facebook friend request, then it's like, I mean, that's probably not a life I would want to lead. Seems empty and shallow.
No, I have some real relationships, but not with the random mermaid I fucked on Halloween when I was dressed as Stone Cold, you know? Like,
I do.
I was running around smashing beers together and screaming, "That's the bottom line."
Right. And you're like, you know what? And that's actually good. Because you're like, any woman that would find this attractive is probably not your soulmate.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just, but she's fun for the evening.
Yeah.
Good for you then.
Yeah.
Look, I have no problem with hooking up with unattractive, stupid chicks. I've made a career out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But to say you're going to get her from your life,
I'm not going to be mean to her. We run into each other, say hi, how are you?
That's pretty mean. If you don't accept her Facebook friend request, it's kind of
I'll
a
just
mean
tell her I don't
move.
use Facebook.
Well, I mean, she can look at that and just see it, that you're lying.
Right. It's like your status is updated. Another day at the office. It's like you just posted that today.
I just denied this stupid horror friend request.
Yeah. Your Facebook is public. Well, it's mean, but it's also like you don't want to set up the idea that we have more of a connection than we do.
Exactly. I don't want to have to be mean.
That's a great thing, though. You could say I make it a rule where I don't become Facebook friends with any girls that I hook up with. Until it becomes more of a serious thing later on, because I have some privacy.
But would you say that to her?
You can say that.
No, that'd be crazy.
Why?
Because that leaves the door open for the idea that it could theoretically become a serious thing. Yeah. Even saying that to somebody that you say, well, no, I got your request, but to tell you the truth, I really don't accept anybody unless it becomes more of a serious thing after we hook up. Then, in her mind, she's going, oh,
maybe there's an opportunity.
So we're waiting for it to become a more serious thing.
Yeah.
And then Adrian's got to
That's how I keep girls,
just in orbit.
Just waiting.
I don't want to have to be mean to...
Right. You don't want this girl in orbit. You want this girl to have existed, and now it's like, okay, like we both accomplished what we came here to accomplish. I would imagine if she wanted a relationship with you, she probably would not have had sex with you while you were pretending to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, and pouring beer on myself. Yeah, no.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Like you.
That would be a poor decision on her part.
Yes. Yes, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
How many girls do you have in orbit?
I have one in orbit right now.
That's not a girl in orbit. That's a girlfriend, dude. She's in love with you.
No, I mean, we don't speak that often. It's like, oh, you're in town? Okay.
Are we talking about Roxy?
No. I guess Roxy, she's not really in orbit. She talks to other guys.
She's
in a couple orbits.
I've never met a girl named Roxy. That's a dog's name.
Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on with Roxy.
Roxy, I like.
Adrian's, in my opinion, very deeply in love with Roxy.
Smitten.
In my opinion, he's in love with Roxy. Roxy lives in Los Angeles, and she came here for the first few night shows. A lot of these chicks, they hear about Sam Roberts' show and they want to be a part of it. Obviously. And I invite them. You've seen the chicks that I have around here. Tonight, I'm sorry, I don't have it for you.
Last time I was here, it was difficult. I actually like it better when there's not hot chicks here.
Okay, well, it's not going to stay this way.
Too much pressure.
Yeah, I can't exist in a room full of fucking dudes all the time.
I get it.
I don't like it. I'm not creative. I'm trying to impress these chicks. Like, honestly, if you left and be like, oh, I thought Sam was funny. He wasn't funny tonight. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck if Louis J. Gomez thinks I'm funny or not.
Yeah, I'm the person who's got aggression problems. You're right, Sam.
I want that chick to be like, oh, he's so funny. I'm like, okay, that feels better. You know what I mean?
I get it.
So I need that sort of incentive.
You're insecure.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, Roxy was here for like a couple days.
Smoking hot chick.
She's very hot. Yep.
Yeah.
Hot chick.
What's she look like?
24. She's probably about, 5'2", 5'3"? Oh, I'm sorry. 5'3", great body, very pretty face, awesome.
Blonde?
No, brunette.
Lot of
tits?
Fun. Yeah.
Good sized tits. Not like ridiculous.
But great.
But they look good.
A little punk rocky?
Not punk rocky, but an attitude. She comes from Boston.
Bitchy chick?
Not bitchy, but she won't.
But like an alpha chick, like an alpha
chick for sure.
Yeah,
yeah, she's an alpha chick. And
favorite,
right? She's a fucking alcoholic. She's a functioning alcoholic though. Like she came in here when she was working with me, and she's on point. I can't have people around me that aren't on point. Like it's enough. I don't want it. She was on point every night. She was like coming in on time. She was like, oh, can I do this? Can I do that? Then she was going and drinking herself into oblivion, like to the point where like Adrian was half a person when he would come in. And Roxy's coming in like, what are we doing? We're ready to go. So we find out that Roxy, when she was 14, had her stomach pumped twice in that year of being 14 because of alcohol. So and what she did was she got her stomach pumped, she got the alcohol out of there, and then she continued to drink. Like that wasn't a wake-up call or anything.
So in her mind, she was like, no, I got this. I know how to survive alcohol poisoning. I'm good at this.
Right,
yes,
exactly.
She is good at it.
Exactly. So Adrian ended up going out with her a couple times while she was in New York. Again, this is 2 months ago. And the first night, he got to squeeze the tits, lick the nipples.
That's
Second
right.
base.
Second base.
Yep.
That's as far as he got. The second night, and he spent a few $100 on her on drinks.
A few $100?
Couple hundred, I should say.
Not over the course of the whole week.
You were only 2 dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 dates. It wasn't a week.
I mean, she puts him away.
And then they went out again the next night, and he spent the same amount again. So it was probably like, it was a few $100.
It was about $300 worth of alcohol.
Right.
Me and her both drank strictly Jameson the whole night.
So
drinks.
The second night, I'm like, okay, this dude's getting blown the second night, because now it's like we're accelerating the relationship. He ends up.
She squeezed his tits.
Well, yeah, pretty much. He was too fucking. He got her to go back to his place in Jersey and everything.
We were both tired.
But then he had drank too much, so he just passed out with her.
So did she.
Naked though?
No.
What?
Well,
no.
Naked.
No.
Not naked, but we were in sleeping attire.
Second base.
Pajamas.
What, did you fucking put pajamas on?
I took my pants off. She got changed. I lent her a t-shirt. Is that okay with you?
No.
So he wakes up in the morning, drives her to the airport. He's upset. I'm upset because he's fucking late for work the next day because he's all Roxied out.
She's upset because she spent the night with a homosexual.
Exactly. Couple of months go by. We're out in L.A. like 2 weeks ago. We're out in L.A., and Roxy was there helping out the show again. And again, she's on her game. She's gangbusters. I love Roxy. As a matter of fact, honestly, if she lived in New York, Adrian wouldn't have to worry about dating Roxy. Adrian would be worried about losing his job to Roxy.
Yeah.
So, how does that make you feel, Adrian?
Not good.
Not good. So, the first 3 nights, definitely, Adrian fucking blew it. Adrian fucking blew it. Because he was trying to be like, smarmy douchebag guy. A little bit. You know, you have to pepper that in a little bit just so they're like, oh. And then be a nice guy right after that.
Can I explain to you?
I wasn't being a smarmy douchebag. We were in close quarters with a bunch of other people. So it was an awkward environment.
Here's what your problem is, Adrian, okay? You're a young guy, so all young guys are a little bit insecure. And when you get older, you're going to notice this,
Absolutely.
Okay? Women will give you a signal that they want to fuck, okay? Usually it's way before they're in your bed with your t-shirt on, okay?
No, it was there was attempts. She did not want to fuck.
Listen,
the signal probably wasn't there.
Listen to me.
You would have known that. You could have ended the night a little earlier.
I'm going to tell you right now, okay? You didn't fucking take the shot at the right time. You probably waited too long, and she was like, you know what, dude, I'm fucking tired. I'm hammered. I don't want to do it right now. When she made a decision to go back to your place, she was trying to fuck you. But you fucked up and didn't take the shot. You fucked it up.
And I took a shot.
And he was too drunk.
No,
he didn't pace himself right.
I had my hand removed from her intimate area. I had attempted to.
You had it removed by the police? What do you mean?
No, by her. She just pulled my hand away. It's like, no.
Yeah, but dude, you got to give it 3 or 4 more times before they really make it.
And then I forced myself,
the
right?
sweet spot. You don't force yourself, but do you remember back in the day, like, I don't think any girl ever told me yes in high school, like the first time I tried to finger them.
Not the first time, no. But I mean, yeah, there is a weird balance, but you know... you try again gently. Very gently.
Every time they'd say no. They'd say, no, I don't want you to finger me. Stop fingering me. You'd give them a few more shots.
I mean, again, I think that you're being a little bit too severe about it. I think you could probably be a little more gentle. But...
No, I'm really describing this the right way.
Are you sure? Because it's starting to come across like a crime.
No, you get what I'm saying.
I do. But you do have to try a couple times. But so here's what happened. So we're in L.A. He is, and we're with a bunch of people, right? He's not really even paying attention to her when we're with all these people.
It was a business trip.
And he lost out on 3 nights.
Too cool for school.
Yeah, and honestly, like, and I told him, I was like, well, you fucking blew it tonight. Let's see what you do tomorrow. And the next night, you know what she told him? I got a date.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
She's seeing other dudes.
Yeah, she is.
We need that going in.
Yeah, she is. And I found out, because I asked her if, since she had seen Adrian in New York, because she said, no, I don't really put out. So I go, okay, have you gotten farther with anybody since you last saw Adrian than you did with Adrian? And she said yes.
Oh man, well, that's nothing.
She had been seeing that dude.
I would not fault her. I would respect her as a woman if she went further with a cab driver for a free ride home. He did nothing with her.
Nothing.
He did nothing with her.
So all I know, and then they do, and this is the update that nobody has heard yet. They do end up going out our last night in L.A. Finally, we were there for what? 4 nights? 5 nights?
4 nights.
4 nights. On the 4th night, he finally went out with her. And you know what they did? They went out. They spent all day together.
Another guy punched him in the stomach and fucked her in front of him.
They started drinking at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
They're at her place. They go bar hopping.
We got dinner. We went to a comedy show.
Dinner. Yeah, they go see Rogan at the store. I mean, everything. They end up back at her place. They go, and they're all, Adrian, she knows Adrian's going back to New York the next day. They're back at her place.
This is it.
Guess what they did this time?
Listen to me, dude. They had to fuck. There's 0% chance that they didn't fuck with this whole story, the way you just told it.
Right. Adrian, have I lied about any part of the story so far?
No.
So they fucked. All right, so anyway, all right, you tell me this awesome story about how
I didn't
fucked.
get to the end.
And go. They fucked?
No.
No condom?
They got to second base.
That's second base again?
Yeah, it was the same outcome.
We spent the entire evening making out. That's it. And then we were both so fucked up by the time we got back.
See, because he can't handle his shit.
We didn't even make it underneath the covers. It's not just me. It's us together. We didn't even make it under the covers.
You together. Here's what he's bugging me, dude. The way he just said it's us together. Like they're a thing.
Yeah, they're not a thing.
No, dude, listen to me. You stink. She right now is getting played out by another guy in LA that has the balls to take the shot.
Probably.
Okay.
Does that hurt when he says that, Adrian?
But the thought of her having sex?
No, and especially because he said plowed out. Like, I mean, some guys really.
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It feels good for her.
I don't like. I'm sure
she probably loves it.
Well, as long as she's enjoying herself.
First of all, why would you bring her to go see Joe Rogan? You're gonna be like, here's a better looking, funnier man. Watch him.
Right. This is an alpha male.
What is this?
Like, here, I found a man that you know will, like, leave you a puddle. Like, this man will tell you when it's time to be intimate. And you will say, you know what? He's right. He is the quintessential alpha male. No matter how much alpha woman energy you have, he will cancel it out.
This guy he will beat me up. He will be funnier than me. He's got more money than me. He's just on every level. Look, watch this other man, and then let me suck in your titties for half an hour at the end of the night.
And I mean,
I don't even think that happened.
You know that no matter how much this woman, Roxy, who's a wonderful person, I love her, no matter how much she says, you know, I like to be in charge, I'm an alpha woman, I blah, blah, blah. Every time, if you decide to be beta about it, because she likes to be the alpha person, you will find yourself getting replaced by an alpha male.
First of all, yeah, it's matching. Alpha women don't want beta males.
No.
Okay? Alpha women want alpha males.
Right.
They want to be told, they want to be turned into a beta. They want to be...
right, like, who can challenge me?
Yeah. They want to be told, they want to be called on their horse shit.
Yes.
And they want to be fucking held down and... It's getting rapey.
Yeah, again, this is going back to the fingering thing. I don't know exactly...
They want you to try to finger them, guys.
Yeah.
No matter how much they say no.
And if it's a parking lot and it's a concrete set of stairs, so be it. That's where they want it.
They want to know if you can stave off some mace. If you can just shake off some mace, they know you're a real alpha.
Did you think that when you were on the date with her, or the dates so far that you've gotten to second base, have you acted like an alpha male?
I would say so.
Who's been in charge of the dates?
I mean, there's probably me.
Who can you
Okay, the fact that you just said, I think so, probably me, I could out-alpha you right now.
I mean, we just kind of moved from bar to bar.
No, they didn't. Let me explain to you what happens. She's in charge, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
The one sign already, because I'm very good at reading people. Okay?
Yes, you are, Lewis.
Adrian comes in, he's like, dude, the whole fucking time, man, you know, $300 2 days. Yeah, she drinks the Jameson, so we're pounding Jameson back all the time. And I'm going, okay, so you drank her drink the whole time.
Wow, Lewis, what an observation.
That's right. But I peppered in a few beers.
What an observation, Lewis. That's the greatest observation I've heard about the whole thing.
Wrong or not right.
That is it. And that's it in a nutshell.
Right. Yeah, so that's a problem, dude. Instead of you saying, no, listen, bitch, we're drinking Makers tonight. And you taking charge and saying, no, we're going to have Makers tonight because that's what I drink. And that's what I want to watch you drink because I think that's sexy. You just said, whatever you want, miss.
I mean, tell me this, Adrian. When he just said that just now, no, we're going to drink Makers tonight because that's what I want to see you drink, and that's sexy to me. Didn't your panties get wet just now when he said that?
A little bit of a blood rush to my area.
See? Can you introduce me to Roxy?
Oh, Lewis, that would be such a cruel thing for me to do.
Absolutely not.
What if I did that? What if Roxy came into town and I just invited Lewis to be on the show? Could I do that?
Can you please invite me to be on the show with Roxy?
I'm doing it.
And I want to go on a date with her, and I want to see... Well, I'm single now.
You are single?
I'm single. I broke up with my son's mother.
Oh, okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
Okay. Well, congratulations then.
I'm going to fuck Roxy. It's a great thing.
We'll see.
Okay, so I'm not going to say that you can go on a date with Roxy, but all I can do...
I'll convince Roxy to go on a date with me.
You will?
Yeah.
In front of Adrian.
Look, if I can convince a girl to let me finger her, I can convince Roxy to let me take her on a date. I swear to God.
Oh, my God. I got to get Roxy back in town. I got to get her back in New York.
Let's get the fans to chip in on a GoFundMe. We'll fly Roxy in.
Oh, she's going to... She listens to the show, right?
I think so, yeah. She's probably... You want me to try and get her on the phone?
No.
I bet she has a sexy voice.
No, she does.
She does.
She does. You'll like her.
Let me tell you something. Here's the problem, right? This is what a psycho I am.
Now you're competitive.
I'm so attracted to this girl, and it's just a name. Right now, I'm already extremely attracted to this girl. I don't know what she looks like. I don't know anything about her. And if she's an alpha chick who likes Jameson,
yeah,
I know that she fucking chumped our boy Adrian.
Oh, no.
And I know that there's this challenge lingering in the air to take this chick on a date, and I'm semi-erect.
You are?
I'm so ready.
You're plump.
I'm plumping up right now.
Adrian, how does that make you feel? How does this whole situation...
I love that, yeah. That'll
you do.
Get me more fired up.
His dick is shrinking into his body, right? Wait, my dick being hard is making you fired up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at eyes right now because I can see. I'm also, Lewis, you know this about me, quite good at reading people.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this. There's far more confidence in Luis J. Gomez right now than there is in Adrian.
Yeah. Well, I like competition.
You do.
Yes.
You just need. Here's the thing to Adrian's credit. Adrian, I think you need to step away, spend some time with this concept, and get yourself into a confident place. Because right now you are not in a confident place because you did not set the rules here.
Yeah,
this wasn't your idea.
Like
right.
Yeah. Stare down like in an MMA fight, and like the one dude's looking at his feet.
Yeah, I mean,
and the other dude just fucking ready to yeah. You.
I mean, I'm ready. We could do it.
No, how old is she?
She's 24.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're younger too. That bugs her.
It does bug her.
She doesn't like that.
She did tell me I'm the first younger guy she's hooked up with.
Yeah, it's only older guys. Older guys.
And it's not even really hooked up. It's second base.
Yeah.
She doesn't even consider that cheating. Like if she has a boyfriend, she'll just do that with guys.
Right. Yeah. Right. Man. How mad would you be if I mean, you would never talk to Roxy again if she went out with Lewis.
I mean, that wouldn't stop me from trying to sleep with her.
It wouldn't?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not trying to sleep with her, by the way, because you have feelings for her, I think.
I might.
I
don't know.
I'm trying to plow.
You're trying to plow.
I'm just trying to plow.
Well, this will be the ultimate test. What wins? Love or just animal sex? Because I don't think there's anything out of Luis J. Gomez that is like...
I'm a lovable guy.
Well... You're not.
I have a lot of hate in my heart, but I'm a lovable guy. First of all, women, listen to me. Women don't just fuck me. Because I'm not like an attractive dude like that. I'm not a bad looking guy. But it's like, women don't go like, oh, I want to go fuck that guy.
Right.
Women, they're attracted to me on another level. So when they fuck me, they fall in love with me. So what'll happen is eventually I'll have to pass Roxy off to you if I choose to do that.
I mean, I probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't want that?
No.
At that point.
Once that would be...
Yeah. Once I've broken her in, you don't want her.
No.
See, she doesn't even want to hear that, dude. You fucked up again.
No.
Don't let him get in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Don't let him get in your kitchen, Adrian. You stay strong over there. You can pull it off.
Who, me?
I wouldn't put you
I'm still confident in myself.
You are, right?
We have a dating game. We'll do one night Adrian goes out with her, and we'll give him another shot. And then we'll do another night I go out with her.
I can pull some shit on my ass. I'm definitely at a disadvantage because Lewis is a comic and he's much, much, much funnier than I am.
It's true.
So I'm already...
Yeah, but you know what? You also know that there's something about you that shitty as I find you, there is a charming factor that young women... They think you're charming.
Yeah.
They're dead wrong. You're not a charming guy.
I mean, I don't know... What would make you think that? Because I think I'm charming.
You're not.
And they do too.
But, yeah, these young women do think that Adrian's charming.
Yeah. And I am.
And, Lewis, I've watched you.
Yeah.
You put on a terrible first impression.
I'm the worst.
Very, very bad. And I'll tell you this, too. Do you know who Roxy is very good friends with?
Who?
Kathy Kelly. Do you remember Kathy? Kathy didn't like you.
Why didn't Kathy like me?
Because you made a terrible first impression. Yeah. And then you
tended to
so
do that
much. I tried to get Kathy to like me so much.
I know you did. Everybody does.
I liked her so much. She
you
was
did,
so
right?
pretty.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I promise you she will end up liking me.
You think so?
Yep. Christine loves me now. Christine hated me at first.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to poison the well with Kathy for you.
Christine.
I mean, I'll probably do that.
I love Kathy. Kathy's...
Yeah.
She's no Roxy, but...
I don't know if Roxy's going to be a fan either.
What do you think? Yeah. What's your guy? I mean, you know Roxy pretty well, right, Adrian?
Yeah.
What do you think she'll think of Lewis?
She'll think he's funny, but she'll think he's a dick.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna love it though. That's
but is that a good thing though, or
I
a
don't know
bad
if it's
thing?
the good kind of dick. I mean, we'll see. I can't say
right because you haven't given her the good or the bad kind of dick. There's been
no dick for me.
Yeah.
But I can't say what she'll think.
Oh, he probably fucking romantically kissed her tits.
Yeah.
Too.
It was
passionate. It wasn't even like it wasn't even like a man, like sexual. It was just
no. It was manly.
It was.
Yeah.
This is going to be really, really competitive.
Yeah.
It could get ugly.
Mm-hmm. I think you guys are. I think you're underestimating how sweet of a guy I can be.
You mean how sweet of a guy you can pretend to be?
No, I'm not pretending to be. I can be a sweet guy. I'm a sweet guy, man. A woman let me ejaculate inside of her and have a baby with her.
And then you left her. to raise the child by herself.
She's moving back to the Midwest with her family.
Well, what can you do? You got a career to worry about.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
How old are you, Lewis?
I'm 33.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an old man.
So you're definitely older.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're doing there, Adrian.
He's trying to get in my head.
He is. He's
I will eat your lunch, Adrian.
I mean, I guess what? See, I'm not. It's a fair game.
I'm ready to rock. I want to get her on the phone right now. Why can't we talk to her? I want to hear her sexy voice.
You got her phone number, right, Adrian?
Yeah.
Lewis, do you have her phone number?
I've never met her.
Oh.
You can't use that as a cut.
All right, call her. All right, call her.
Let me get her on. Hold on.
Let's see, and this will actually be very telling, too.
Because I want to hear what she likes in a man. I want to see if I fit, because she doesn't know anything about me.
How funny would it be if she does not pick up the phone? Like, she doesn't take Adrian's call. That's what I really want to happen.
Well, no, call her from this, Adrian. Don't call her from your phone, stupid. Call her from the studio.
Yeah, I know. I'm a producer.
Oh!
That wasn't a good thing. You should be embarrassed.
Oh, no, he fucking nailed you on that one.
Yeah, I guess.
He said, I'm a producer. Like, don't tell me my fucking business. Louis J. Gomez is going to be up at Levity Live on Thursday.
Thursday, 7:30.
How long have you been broken up for?
We've been broken up for, I don't know, like 6 months to a year, but like on and off for like a while before that. But it's a real deal. Like, yeah, now we're really.
Are you still going to see your kid?
Yeah, I see my kid every day.
All right. Is that awkward?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, I guess. I mean, you know.
Did you just end it because it was time? What made you end it?
She was hitting me.
She was. It was a physically abusive situation for you.
You just got to get out of there, man.
Yeah, no, you're right. You did the right thing. Just leave in the middle of the night.
At one point, I realized that I was worth it.
Good.
I was worth something.
Good.
No, we were just fighting a lot, man. And you know, look, obviously, you know, I'm not divorced. We never got married. But you know,
that's a load off, isn't it?
What's up, kid?
What up, dog?
DJ Whoo Kid just came back. Yeah, go ahead.
Where's that snake at?
It's right there. So, yeah, breaking up.
Sorry, I apologize. I don't know what the snake is.
You're the Puerto Rican rattlesnake.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I thought he was talking about him being a snake or...
No.
Nah, somebody told me you were a snake handler.
The Puerto Rican rattlesnake. That's right.
Puerto Rican
But so he's like you. Whoo Kid recently divorced his wife, who he had 2 kids with.
Mm-hmm.
So Lewis we were just talking about, he broke up with his girlfriend that he had a kid with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. No, look, dude, it just, you know, look, it sucks to be in a fight all the time. And, you know, obviously you want to be able to stay together for the kid. But if you're arguing all the time in front of the kid, I think.
It's not good.
Yeah, the numbers show there's, you know, data out there that says that's nowhere near as good as just being separated and having a positive relationship. So,
yeah.
You know, now my kid, come on, he gets 2 Christmases. That's great.
Don't worry, it'll be even better, and it's not your fault.
You're going to get 1.5 Christmases because Dad's not that rich.
Working on it.
At least you kind of like left when you're supposed to leave. I stayed for like 14 years.
Oh, now they got memories of you leaving.
Nah,
hang on.
Yeah.
But you don't want to give too much information out there.
What do you mean?
Hey, Roxy.
Hello.
There she is. Roxy, have you been, DJ Whoo Kid's here? Louis J. Gomez is here. Have you been, you met Roxy, Whoo Kid?
Of course.
Yeah. We've been talking about, Roxy quite a bit. You haven't been listening to the show tonight, have you?
No, I haven't. I've been working, but I took off just to get on the phone. What's going on?
I'm glad you did, because we were finally getting into Adrian and yours relationship, and how he blew it while he was out there on the West Coast. In my opinion, I told him. Did he tell you that I told him that he blew it?
No, you didn't say that. You didn't want to look bad. Why'd you say that, Sam?
Well, because he didn't. You guys didn't even go out until the 4th night. It was the last night he was there. Like, he should have gotten in. He could have gotten in 2 to 3 dates, but he didn't. He blew it the first night completely. Second night, you were fucking over it. So, like, he just blew it. He didn't do well until he told me all about the 4th night you were there. Your date in L.A. We were just talking about it. I was recapping it for Louis J. Gomez and DJ Whoo Kid here. That you guys did end up going bar hopping again. It sounded exactly like the dates in New York, which ended possibly in second base at most.
Yeah, so you feel like if he keeps doing the same thing, he's going to get the same result?
That's right.
That's the definition of craziness.
So, here's what's happened, Roxy, and it's really something very, very interesting has happened. Do you have plans to be back in New York anytime soon?
I'm trying to work it out. I don't know. I end up there a lot, though, so at some point.
I need you out here.
Can I say something right now?
Sure, Louis.
She probably has the sexiest voice that I've ever heard.
You like it?
I love it.
She looks hot, too.
Well,
I heard. No, they were telling me.
Roxy, something very interesting has happened this evening. Lewis.
All right, but he's already hitting on me, so I can tell it's something interesting. What's going on?
Well, I described you to Louis J. Gomez and described your situation with Adrian.
And let me say this, he didn't even really describe what you looked like. He just described the situation, kind of who you were as like your personality type a little bit. I'm not exaggerating. Am I wrong or am I right?
You're not wrong. You did ask about her tits, which I tried to.
Well, I was wondering. I had to be honest.
Yeah.
She got some nice titties.
I was very, very. I said I love Roxy. I said she's very, very attractive. I said
You said your
Adrian.
boobs were big, but not too big.
That's what I did say that. And I said Adrian is completely.
I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen back. And if you didn't say those things, Sam.
No. I was very, very complimentary. But here's the interesting thing that's happened. Lewis wants the opportunity to go on a date with you.
That's hot.
Next time you're in New York. And Adrian is literally sitting right here listening to Lewis say this.
I mean, I'm not happy.
So what we need to do is we need to get you back to New York so you can sit in between these two men and make a selection for the evening.
Ooh, 2 men, 1 night.
Is that what you said?
Wow.
Is that what DP? Would you guys consider both?
I'm taking the butt.
That's fine.
Would you guys
Dirty
consider
face.
both dating her on the same night?
I'll do it in the same night, but the problem is I have to go second.
Fair is fair, Adrian. He called it.
That's respect right there.
I mean, I already have a whole plan for the next time she's in New York.
What is it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Can I tell you why she thinks you're a queer?
Why's that?
Because you already have a plan. She doesn't have a plan to be in New York.
Hey, Roxy,
yet, dude.
Roxy,
hang on.
do you like that kind of shit or no?
Let me ask a question. Roxy, may I ask you a question?
Of course, always.
Okay. If you were at a bar, right, and you were like, Adrian, we're drinking Jameson tonight. If Adrian looked at you, and he was looking at you right in the eyes, and said, Roxy, we're drinking Makers tonight because that's my drink, and I want to see you drink it. I think it'd be sexy. What would you do?
No, I'm drinking Jameson.
You're literally... Wait. No, I don't see. Because I could literally hear in the sound of your voice that you were blushing when you said that just for me saying it.
Yes, you would.
You were blushing. You were blushing when you went, no.
Well, Roxy, would you rather your date be like, whatever you want to drink, I'll drink too, babe, no problem.
I happen to also like Jameson, Lewis.
I don't care if he's drinking Makers, but I'm drinking my fucking Jameson. I'm allowed to drink what I want.
She's telling the truth, and I love that. That's amazing right there, but I would still try to get her to drink Makers.
Right, like you keep ordering Makers and be like, you keep ordering too. And be
listen, I can afford this. Don't worry about it, babe.
Right.
Try and you would fail, but you said, I wish you the best of luck.
Whoa.
I love the fire in her voice.
Wow.
You do.
I really do. It's they described you as an alpha chick. Yeah. They were like they're like not bitchy, but like just like
assertive.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
I like it. And you like older men usually, right?
Yeah, most of the time I do. Why? How old are you?
I'm 33.
There's one up on you there, Adrian.
Yeah, she just sort of.
Whoa!
But may I add?
Whoa!
May I add?
You may.
What do I do here till 5:30 in the morning?
What do you mean? You fuck bitches, I guess.
No, man. Work related.
You work. You mix.
Yeah, I'm mixing and I'm pre-recording. So
mix
5:30 in the morning, and I'm getting my car out the garage, and guess who I see walking down the block?
Who?
Adrian
and Roxy. But Whoo Kid, here's the problem.
I saw you guys walking towards Times Square.
I didn't even know that.
Can I tell you what happened?
I drove by. I'm not going to fuck shit up, you know.
Because Adrian had said, he was like, we're going to get up at 5:30 in the morning. We're going to go see Times Square. We'll walk in the park.
Whoo Kid, here's the problem.
We're still here.
You couldn't have fucked shit up because it was 5:30 in the morning. They'd been out all night. They went back to Roxy's place.
Oh.
And they got to second base.
What?
Yeah,
get out of here.
It was just like he got to squeeze a titty, you know?
What?
No, it wasn't anything more than that.
He tasted the grape juice.
Where does grape juice come from?
The pussy.
No, he did not.
Second base is in the black community, second base is the pussy.
Oh, yeah. No, he went to white second base. Yeah.
He ate the pussy. What the fuck?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he just sucked on a titty. Who even sucks on a titty anymore? That's it.
He's Puerto
Roxy,
Rican.
did you enjoy having your titty sucked?
Adrian, I enjoyed everything about you. I think you're awesome. I have
Thank
nothing
you.
bad to say, but I am black community, second base is getting eaten out. What's third base?
Yeah, what is third base, Whoo Kid?
Home run is having a baby.
In the black community, what's third base?
Leaving town. When
Roxy, but you don't know. Here's the problem, Roxy, and this could not bode well for Lewis. How valuable do you think Kathy Kelly's opinion is?
Very, very valuable.
She's not a huge Louis J. Gomez fan.
Can I say this? Hold on. In my defense, Roxy.
Wait, is she a big fan of yours?
Can I say this?
Is she a fan?
Can I say this?
Okay.
She's only met me once, and I make horrific first impressions.
That's not a great defense, but
what?
Gotta tell you that seems like a you problem, not a Kathy.
But can I explain to you
I agree.
that I make unbelievable second impressions? People that meet me a second or third time fall in love with me immediately.
You only get one night, dude.
What?
You only get that first night.
Yeah, but this is my first impression. This is why you're stupid.
Over the phone? I mean, that's shitty.
Do me a favor. Pull up a picture while we talk.
Can you do you have the ability to pull up a picture of Louis J. Gomez?
So then I feel like this is the first impression. So we get all this.
I'm in the car.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't want you to get into an accident.
It's like an 8 Mile
Do
movie.
you think it would help his cause?
Would say that again?
Do you think it would help his cause?
Well, I just want to know what you think of him from an aesthetic point of view.
Well, I want to know what she likes. What does she look for in a man? Because she has no idea what I look like.
Like attraction.
It's not you, Adrian. You just sucked on her titty. He's pointing at himself in the corner, like, okay, dude.
Adrian got
All
that.
fairness, Adrian makes a good first impression.
Adrian did make a great first impression.
Yeah.
Just not a good sixth impression.
Well,
I'm just respecting her limits, Lewis.
Well, what type of man do you like physically? What are you into?
I know a lot of women say this, but I don't really have a type. I've dated all different guys. I dated white guys, black guys, tall guys, short guys, big guys, small guys. So it just depends. I'm more of a personality chick. Somebody who can drink whiskey.
Somebody who can drink whiskey.
I do drink Makers on the Rocks. I have a problem. I have an enlarged liver.
Really?
No.
Can I tell you something, Roxy? And you tell me, because a lot of women like this. Louis J. Gomez just broke up with the mother of his child.
God damn it, Sam. Why are you...
Damn, Sam just dead as shit. Damn,
Sam, whose side are you on here?
True or false?
Adrian's side.
I'm on the side of the truth.
Fuck, man.
Did you know that, Roxy?
That's important.
Break up.
How would she have known? How would she have known that, Sam?
I don't know. You're a celebrity.
She doesn't know who I am.
Oh, I forgot.
God damn it, Sam.
I forgot, Louis.
Sam was the worst.
The point is that Louis is fertile. That was my point. I know that because he had a kid, and then he never married the woman, and then he left her.
Come on.
Is that true or false?
God.
Is that true or false?
Dad?
We would have...
Dad?
Say that again, Roxy?
Is he a good dad?
No, he left his kid and his wife.
No, I'm a great dad.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
son of a bitch.
I listened to one podcast, actually. There's a podcast called Guys We Fucked, and they said he was not a good dad at all.
No, I'm a great dad.
Oh.
In fact, you can check out my Instagram and I prove it. But I'd be posting pictures of me beating my kid.
Yeah, exactly.
You should see how bad of a dad I am. Check out my Facebook page. It's pretty unbelievable. No, I'm a...
You're done. You're cut.
Oh my God.
Oh no!
Sam, this was supposed to be a bit on your show.
Have a nice night, Lewis.
And you put the fucking kibosh on it before it even happened.
The worst.
All I said was the truth.
Why would you bring up my child? I wouldn't tell a girl that until we were dating for at least a year.
Oh, I didn't know.
See, that's the problem. I don't care that you have a child. I care that you're the kind of guy who wouldn't talk about your child for a year.
You don't need to know about him. He's fucking 3. He likes Yo Gabba Gabba. We get it.
Yeah, put him in front of a screen. He's not a problem anymore.
Just hit him if he talks too loud and you're good. I'm kidding.
Well, Roxy, here's the thing. Lewis has made his horrendous first impression. I think that's official.
I like it. I want to just get it out of the way.
Like, you don't mind Lewis starting from, the bottom. Like, you don't mind starting in this position.
Can only go up.
Right.
Well, I had to start here. It's fine. I knew it was. It's never going to go well. I would rather the first impression happen here on the phone.
Right.
She hates me, but in a weird way, she kind of likes me a little bit in her head.
Yeah.
She won't admit that, but she does.
You could hear. You heard her voice with the Makers thing, right?
Right.
When I said that, and she was like, "No."
Yes.
Yeah, that's
she
it.
does like that.
That's the thing.
She likes another alpha. She doesn't want a beta guy. She wants another alpha guy. So I know what's going on here. It's fine. But let's get this one out of the way. You hate me. I know you do. It's fine. We all know you hate me. When you come into town, we'll do the date. That's a second impression.
Yeah.
And that'll be that.
Spanish restaurant. Take it to a Spanish restaurant.
What type of food do you like?
Yeah.
If Sam tells me that I have to do the date, then I have to do the date. It's up to
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Adrian, like I've been on your side, but if you start going against me having the authority,
I would never do that.
It makes me want to. No, Roxy, here's what I need for you to do. I need for you to come into the studio, and I need for you to take the middle seat. Maybe Whoo Kid will be here to judge, but I need for you to take the middle seat between Lewis and Adrian. And I believe in fairness and competition, and I need both of them to have a shot. You can date one of them on that evening. They will fund the date themselves and will not be funded by this show.
No, but you gotta know, a Spanish guy in a Spanish restaurant is a nightmare. He's getting the pussy.
Is that right?
Guaranteed.
Well, yeah, I'm Puerto Rican Italian.
Yeah.
I hope that's not a deterrent, because you said you dated white guys and black guys, but I figured.
Well, I mean, then I'm Cuban Italian.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's a war.
It is a war.
But you're so pale.
I'm from Northern Italy.
By the way, Roxy, Adrian shaved his head for Halloween and looks fucking horrible.
He doesn't look good.
It'll grow back. Don't worry.
Ooh, I want a selfie.
I'll send you one tonight. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll just FaceTime.
It's like a sexy skinhead.
He is. Well, it's not sexy, but it is.
See how proud he was of himself. He was like, maybe we'll just FaceTime. I got a FaceTime, bro.
I do.
You were
Have a black person while you're at it.
All right, Roxy. Let's make this happen, okay?
Sam, I'm going to get there and I'm going to make the decision, but what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to buy me a rose, and we're going to do a whole bachelor kind of situation.
I will.
That's the thing.
I'll buy you a rose.
You're really gonna do it? You're gonna go through this?
Who, me?
I gotta be here for this.
Yeah. You gotta come in, Whoo Kid, because Whoo Kid, you're the relationship expert as far as I can see.
And we have to get her really drunk throughout the show.
I mean,
just slamming back, shut the JMO.
Lewis, if I'm telling you the truth.
What?
In my personal opinion.
She's probably gonna show up drunk.
She won't show up drunk. I told you. This chick, she handles her shit way better than Adrian. Like, she can handle an evening out, comes in, she's a workforce in here, and then she goes out, gets all fucked up, and then comes back the next day. And I don't have to deal with her night out. She can have a good time, and it's not anything I have to deal with.
Yeah, she's not spilling over into your life. She's just making your life better.
It's great. And then she has a fun story from the night before, and that's it.
You should have seen this guy. He was so gay. He's playing with my tits.
Adrian, how's that?
I didn't like that one bit.
No,
No.
I would imagine not. Yeah, Roxy, I'll buy you a rose. I'll buy you whatever you want.
Are you gonna have questions for them? Like
I'll have questions.
like a
I'll set up a
contest?
whole thing. I'll wear a tuxedo. I'll do the whole. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's going all out, man.
That's right. I personally feel like Adrian's greatest asset with Roxy, at least for first impressions, was just that he worked for me.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
100%.
That didn't hurt.
Thank you. So, at the end of the day, yes, should you guys be fighting to impress Roxy? Of course. But let's be honest, I mean, I'm the girl that you should also be trying to impress, because I have a lot of influence.
I just feel like I want Whoo Kid to lead the competition now, because you're a cocksucker.
Do you find that?
You just fed her a bunch of information, which made me start even in a lower the negative things that might deter a chick. Like on Tinder, in my fucking thing, it doesn't say, "Oh, hey, I got a kid, and me and his mom just broke up." Hope that's not weird.
I just left the mother of my children.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
She just has to Google you, though, right?
Yeah, but if you Google me and you listen to my radio shows or podcasts that I do, it'll be laid out in a way where you'll, it's not just, oh, this guy's a real piece of shit. So do you like him?
He does. He has a very Roxy. He has a very popular podcast. It's called Legion of Skanks.
I can send you clips.
Oh, points. He's winning points here.
Legion of Skanks.
It's very funny, though.
It is. I've done it twice. 3 times. I don't know how many times.
Come on, man. Snitching get you stitching.
But yeah.
Sam, you know what? I thought he was part black, but black people don't act that way. Black
He's like an informant, man.
Yeah.
You think so?
Donnie Brasco, man. Fuck out of here.
Oh, all right, Roxy.
I like Adrian too, but God damn.
Wait, I want to hear predictions, though. I want to hear, because Sam, Whoo Kid, you guys know me. Who do you think I'm going to go with? Who has the better shot?
I think that you have a weird loyalty to Adrian, which is going to be the biggest deterrent for Luis J. Gomez. But if we were being honest, Luis has that thing of being confident, being sure of himself, and being a true... Luis is an alpha male, if nothing else. He's obnoxious. He's an asshole. But he is an alpha male. And he's funny. You say what you want. Luis is an alpha male, and Luis is funny. So
here's the deal, right?
Those two
For the
things,
sake of this competition, if you come into this, Roxy, being completely honest, if you take an oath and you swear on a Bible, Whoo Kid, he has one in his house, and he'll bring it in.
Definitely.
You put your hand on the Bible, and you say, I'm going to completely, honestly choose the guy that I would be more interested in dating.
Amen.
Okay, I think I'll win this competition.
Adrian has done a lot of pre-groundwork. He's put in the groundwork.
5:30 in the fucking morning.
Yes, he's done a very good job. He's been
saw them.
He's done a lot of very sweet gestures.
It's like seeing the same movie over and over again. She gets it already.
Sent her gifts.
Yeah, but I have to be honest. I'm a little afraid of any guy who makes me put my hand on the Bible before I go on a date with him.
I get that.
He's very forceful.
I get that. Yeah, also, we were having a conversation, and Luis was telling Adrian that a lot of times when a girl says no...
Come on, man.
that you have to keep trying.
Up.
Didn't you say that?
You're crazy.
Adrian. That's what you said, right? Yeah, I think I told him how you removed my hand from your intimate area, and Luis said, dude, you gotta put it right back.
That's the Bill Cosby law.
This is an uphill battle for you, Luis, for sure.
You know what? I like the challenge, though. Honestly, you seem like you're worth it.
She is.
She is.
Yeah.
I will fuck her respectfully.
You know what the greatest outcome to this could possibly be? If you guys are just bickering with each other all the while Whoo Kid's in the bathroom fucking her brains out.
Yeah. I'll just get her an iPhone 6.
And Roxy, by the way, when I say that about you and Whoo Kid, I say it with the utmost respect.
Super respect.
Consider you a wonderful human being.
I would never do that.
Sam, you're the absolute best. I would never get any other way.
Excellent. Well, Roxy, I can't wait to see you again. I think...
Can't wait to see your mouth.
All right. I think...
Call you later. She has a great mouth.
I think Luis has a lot of work to do, but I think, and I've seen it happen, Adrian has the ability to fuck this up.
Oh.
And I watched him do fuck up things.
But I've rebounded well.
Adrian's good at the rebound, 100% true. But I have watched him. I have watched him fuck up, and I think he fucked up while we were out in L.A.
Can I ask Roxy a question?
And can I tell you something too, Luis?
Yeah.
You want to know something about Roxy? She's not 100% convinced that Adrian is not just doing this for the air.
Oh.
Which is definitely a negative to Adrian, because theoretically, I mean, you go on this date. You could be on the show or not be on the show ever again. What difference does it make? You're a professional comedian. Like you have airtime. You have your own show.
Yeah, Adrian does kind of need to think of creative bits and things to do. I mean, look at today. We're spending all this time. It was his idea to call her up. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put her out there like that.
You wouldn't?
That's not what I do.
That's not true.
You think it was a little too much on the spot? Not exactly a caring.
I think it went. Didn't you tell me to call her?
Oh,
no, I think you did. You said, "Can we get her on the phone?"
I don't remember that.
I don't know.
Instant replay.
What'd you say, Roxy?
Adrian uses me for airtime. I've called it from day one. I knew it.
Sam, do you think that's accurate?
Well,
because if that was true,
I think Roxy, Adrian can make the same claim about you, right?
No.
Because you're as public about the details as he is.
Yeah, when we were in L.A., who was tweeting the show? Photos of us and...
That's true. That's true. I'll say this, Roxy.
Not me.
I'll say this, Roxy. To Adrian's credit, you tweeted me a photo of you and Adrian. Now, I thought it was a great tweet. I laughed when I saw it, and I said, I love hearing from Roxy.
Whatever.
That's what I said.
In a bathtub or something?
They weren't in the bathtub. They were cheek to cheek at a bar.
In a photo booth.
Roxy, why didn't you...
But point being, Adrian didn't tweet me a photo. Roxy did.
Yeah, Roxy, that's true. But why didn't you pull the trigger on Adrian? That's what I want to know.
What does pull the trigger mean? Have sex with him?
That's right.
Because I'm not sure why you can say you didn't have sex with somebody, but I know in order to have sex with somebody, I have to have that, that feeling. And I'm not there yet.
Oh. Now, Louis,
You gotta earn it, right?
You chuckled for a moment just now. What was that chuckle in reference to?
Adrian's pain.
Oh, I see.
There was a look on his face, the heartbreak. Kind of made me laugh. Maybe I am a bad person.
Adrian, would you have thought that you would have given her that feeling by now?
No, I kind of knew I hadn't. I mean, we haven't had sex.
No, but I mean, would you have liked to, when you, based on your
feel good.
Based on your behavior, would you say like, well, what the fuck do I have to do to give you that feeling then?
No, I mean, I told you, I have a whole plan.
You do have a plan. Did you just say I have a hoe plan?
A whole plan.
Did he just say I have a hoe plan?
I would never talk about it like
that. Roxy, I think Adrian just said he had a hoe plan for you.
I'm pretty sure he did, and also he has a plan to sleep with me, and that's not what I want to hear.
Not just sleep with you, to have a great time with you. While you're in New York City.
No. This is like the girl with the overalls finding out she was just a bet the whole time. You should not have a plan.
Roxy, I'm not a plan guy. I'm just saying, like, we'll go with the flow. That's my thing.
He's not a good person.
Oh, I love. But you can't have a plan to sleep with someone. You just have to have a plan to spend time with someone.
Exactly.
You mean
that's
like
what my plan is.
For Louis, you mean like you'd be like, oh, I'll just like, you'd like to meet her, just see if you connect, and then maybe just hang out.
You said it earlier, right? Like Sam said, I'm crazy about Roxy, and you said you're trying to plow.
Yeah, but I don't have a plan. I'm not coming up with a detailed itinerary to work my way. Yeah, dude, I'm a single dude, so if I go out with a chick, the intention is to hook up. Like, let's not be morons right now.
211, we're pounding each other.
And also, I'm not really trying to get into a relationship. I'm especially not trying to get into a bi-coastal relationship.
Why aren't you trying to get into a relationship? Why aren't you trying to get into a relationship right now?
Because I just got out of a relationship, a 6-year relationship with a kid.
You were dating a kid?
I was dating a child.
That's gross.
And I think that was the biggest difference, our maturity level.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the emotional connection just wasn't quite there. All right, Roxy.
I would like to clarify
Yes.
that I'm not trying to get into a relationship with you either.
Thank you, babe.
If you had sex with me on the first date, you would be the first guy to ever do that, and I just don't have that kind of confidence in you based on your first impression. Pretty shitty, man.
This is Roxy.
Adrian is what? You heard Adrian?
I did. He's cackling.
The Vincent Price over here, baby.
Roxy, this is our first date. We got it out of the way. We're now going on to our second date when you come into town.
Okay.
Worst first date ever.
Which means she won't forget it.
What did I do so bad on this first date?
What did I do?
I was hilarious.
I never had a first date where you didn't see somebody.
Sam sabotaged my first date.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did, Sam.
You know what? If I sabotage the first date by telling the truth, that sounds like one of your flaws, not mine.
No, Sam. She wouldn't have been like, oh, do you have a kid? Did you just break up with his mother? I wouldn't have had to lie about that. That would have come up.
You wouldn't have.
I would have just been like, hey, what do you think of fucking the new Rocky movie? You want to go see it?
Right. She's like, isn't that a movie for kids? By the way, do you have a kid? Or are you still with his mom?
That wouldn't have happened.
Oh.
Organically, it would have come up later on. She'd be like, do you want kids? Like, no.
Louis, my least favorite part about you is you shitting on my boy Sam. -10 points.
What did I shit on Sam? Because he's a cunt?
That would count.
I'm calling it like I see it. Sam is kind of a cunt. You don't know Sam, okay? You don't know him like I know him.
Maybe you don't know Sam.
Roxy.
Yeah, maybe you don't know Sam.
Yeah. Because Roxy and I have spent great time together, working together, and I've brought her in, made her a part of the family. I love Roxy.
You know what? Fuck you. Fuck Roxy.
Whoa.
Now Roxy's going to have to win a date with me.
Is that right?
Roxy's got to win a date with the Puerto Rican rattlesnake. How about that? We're going to do a new game show.
You like guys with cool nicknames?
She comes on to the fucking show, and now we're going to see if I will give her a date. Because I don't like her attitude.
Luis J. Gomez calls himself the Puerto Rican rattlesnake and the real ass dude.
I make my fans call me those things.
I mean, look, I'm not shitting on you. This is primetime Sam Roberts, the last professional broadcaster, telling you what Luis J. Gomez's nicknames are. So I don't have a leg to stand on.
The only reason I ever get on their show is because I have a few nicknames.
I like it. I like it. I love a wrestling nickname. Well, Roxy, this is absolutely going to be settled. You got to come back here soon.
Can't wait.
And we got to get to the bottom of this.
If you ask for me back, I got to get back there, so I'll be seeing you.
I need you, Roxy.
Me too.
Okay, I need you too, Sam.
I miss you.
I miss you. More than anybody else
Sam is
there,
fucking
but I
up,
miss Adrian a
Hey,
little bit.
you miss me a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, Roxy, if you could see one person tomorrow, and it's either me or Adrian, which one would you pick?
Whoo Kid.
Smart. He's a lot of fun.
I'll call you later.
All right, Roxy, we'll talk to you later. Thank you for calling in.
Respectfully.
Bye.
Bye.
It's all about respect here. It's all about respect.
I hope she smashed into the back of a semi.
Is that right?
Right now.
Is that right?
They'll have Adrian crying. Shit.
I would be upset. Yeah.
What do you think your chances are?
Still pretty good.
You do?
Trust me. You don't know, man.
I'm kind of,
I'm pretty good with chicks. I really am, man. I'm surprisingly good with chicks.
I think that's right. And I think the art of flipping between dickhead and nice guy is very difficult to attain, and actually something you're pretty good at, Lewis.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? Lewis is a rotten person, but he's got kind eyes.
Oh,
so you can easily pretend to be an okay guy.
We can know what it is. Like we're all
kind eyes.
I'm kind of damaged.
Yes, you are.
So
with that, here's the beauty of you. I think, as far as women go, it's like you're obviously kind of damaged in the way that you treat people, right?
I thought you were going to say my lips.
I mean, your lips are nice too. Thanks. But you're obviously kind of damaged in the way that you treat people. But you're the quintessential. No, yeah, he's an asshole, but I know that there's a reason why, and I want to get to that reason, and I want to fix it.
Yeah.
Because he's not actually like that. And that's a tool that is very, very dangerous with women. Very, very dangerous.
Shit.
And I watched it.
There's an instinct that women have to be mothers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, and it's just naturally built in them. No matter who they fucking are, you get an alpha chick like Roxy, or you get the most kind, sweetest woman in the world. They have an instinct inside that they want to be a mother.
Yes.
So when you get a guy who's a dickhead, okay, and a guy who seems like he has some fucking problems,
yes,
they go, oh my God, I can come in and I can fix that.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely a dickhead.
A guy, no.
Not
you have
really.
An itinerary, you fucking moron. You literally told her, like, no, next time she comes down, dude, look, I got a whole plan, man. We're going to map it out.
I mean, you know what the fact of the matter is? I've been around this planet for 32 years. I've talked to a lot of people, seen a lot of things. I'm kind of an expert as far as people go.
Seen a lot of bitches.
I've seen a lot of bitches.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, the most dangerous thing in the world is not your chick saying, oh, he's a cool guy. The most dangerous thing in the world is when your chick says, oh, I hate him.
Yeah.
Then you're fucked. Because then he's in her brain.
Yep.
And it's up to the guy to just turn the key whenever he chooses. And that's the way it works.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it is.
Right.
I mean, that's the way it works. I mean, Whoo Kid, you're not a nice person.
No, I'm a good guy.
But you fuck bitches. That's the point.
Yeah, I fuck all day.
Yeah, so.
Bitches all day.
Right.
Every week I
See, Adrian, you're off in the corner going, no, I'm a dick. I'm a dick.
Yeah, I can prove it to you. I swear I can be meaner.
I mean, no dicks do that. Nobody's like,
yeah.
You know?
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, I mean, can I tell you?
The advice.
Can I tell you what I had to do to get my wife Jess? Who, I mean, out of my league, especially when I got Jess, I was an intern on Opie's show, Opie and Anthony. So it wasn't like I had anything going there. Like, I had nothing going for me, except I went in and she was kind of hanging out with a dude, and I just made him look, I humiliated him. I made him look like less than. And at that point, it was easy. You know what I mean? Well, I sat there, I made him my best friend. Like, I made him, I went after the guy. Like, I wooed the guy. Like, I made him fall in love with me.
Yeah.
And then I would wait till he was gone and just start clowning him to Jess.
Oh.
And then he would come back and, like, I mean, I remember the moment that I knew that the game was over.
Guy's an idiot.
Was when Jess goes, hey, let's go to this guy. Yeah, let's go for a drive. Let's go to this place. And then he was like, oh, cool, Sam, you want to come with us? Because he was having such a good time with me. And I was like, you know what?
See?
I'd love to.
Did you point that out to her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so she knew. And then that moment,
she was
literally...
Yeah, I was like, Jess, it doesn't look like you're doing a very good job of hooking up with this dude. I mean, like, why would he invite me? Why would he invite... and I would do things. Like, I would look at her, I'd be like, Jess, I'm hitting on you when he's around. Why would he invite me to go hang out with you guys? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And like
that's smooth right there.
It didn't take long. It didn't take long after that.
Yeah, I'm going to give Adrian good advice right now. When she comes in the studio with us, you need to just come in and box me straight in the ear.
Just punch you in the fucking head.
Just fucking drill me straight in the ear, dude.
Punch him right the fuck out of his chair.
Like prison, just come in and sack you right away.
Get taken out by security. She will suck your cock that night.
Yeah, make him completely lose all equilibrium.
Yeah. That's the move.
Yo.
As long as you can guarantee I don't get fired, Sam.
I can't guarantee that.
All right.
But you'll get some pussy.
All right, that's okay.
Cool, right?
Yeah. That's always cool.
Man, oh man.
Depends if it's worth it to you, man.
And Adrian, you have a disadvantage. Lewis is 33 years old. He's right in that sweet spot. 33 is not creepy old, but it's life experience old.
He's got a lot of life experience. I mean, you have a kid.
Okay, see, he's taking a shot. He's taking a little shot there, Lewis.
By the way, did you hear what she said? Are you a good father? She'll see.
Yes, she will.
I've seen you with your kid.
I'm a great father.
Yeah.
I'm a really, really good dad.
Not great relationships, but
I'm terrible at relationships. I'm terrible with people. I'm terrible with people that work under me.
Yeah.
But I'm great with my kid.
I can't wait to see how this all works out.
I can't wait to see it. You kid. I can't wait to see the war go down.
You can't, right? It's going to be amazing.
I got to be here, man.
We're going to take a break and come back. I mean, we're super into overtime, but I'm not going to quadruple out. So I'm going to take a break and come back with the list, Adrian?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back. More Sam Roberts Show. Oh, this is good.
It's Sam Roberts Show.
Sam, what the fuck?
More of that after this. This is Sam Roberts Show. It's on now.
Yeah, we're back. We're live.
Really, too.
Yeah. We were supposed to be off the air like 15 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. But there's still a lot to get done. Like, for instance, I got to tell you guys that Louis J. Gomez, who's been hilarious tonight.
Thank you.
Will be at Levity Live Thursday, which is in West Nyack, New York, at the Palisades Mall. It's where I used to rob shit from. Definitely go check him out on Thursday and tell him in person if you think he's got a chance of stealing that girl, Roxy, right out from under Adrian's arm, because that's the way it's looking. That's what Louis is trying to do, and we are going to get that done. I don't bluff. Like, all I have to do is get Roxy on a flight, and Roxy is a fucking, she's a workhorse. Like, she'll now that she knows this is happening, she'll be out here.
Yeah.
She does not fuck around. Mm-hmm. And plus, Roxy, I feel like Roxy would do anything for me. Right, Adrian?
Probably.
All right. But yeah, so Thursday night at Levity Live, correct?
Yes, sir. Come check me out. The entire cast of the Real Ass Podcast will be there, or most of us.
Who's that?
Got Chris Scopo,
right.
Zach Amico.
Right. Very funny people.
Buddy of ours, a friend of the show, Karen Fien.
Okay.
Chris Tinkle. I'm bringing them all out.
Love it.
Have a lot of fun.
Love it. It's going to be a great show. Who could you back here tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm back.
Or Wednesday? Or both? Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. So we'll see you tomorrow.
I'm doing some wild shit tomorrow, so I'll be back here. I'm with Jay Farrow tomorrow.
You should bring him in here.
So I just sneak him in here like I did D12?
Of course. You should always sneak people in here.
All right, fuck it. Whatever.
Mikasa Sukasa.
What?
Just do whatever you're going to do for your show. Just come and do it on my show.
He wants to be Obama tomorrow. I don't know why.
Well, last time he came in, wasn't he singing that song, My Nigga, as Obama?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's always good.
See what happens.
Let's find out, before we see what happens tomorrow, let's find out what happened today. Adrian, give us the list.
Whoo Kid's dick can get up and walk. Leonard Nimoy came in Whoo Kid. Cornmeal leads to depression.
Nimoy.
Menopause might have set in for Sam.
No.
E.T. had AIDS. Whoo Kid talks weird during sex. Thomas Jefferson fucked someone in the Roberts family.
Possibly.
And Louis J. Gomez and I will never be friends.
You didn't take anything away from that hour with Roxy.
Well, I was speaking.
You don't remember what happened.
And we had a
wait.
10-minute break.
Weren't you the guy who looked at Louis and said, "I'm a producer"?
Yeah.
Apparently not, Mr. On-Air
Well, I was keeping the
personality.
rundown.
He was figuring out his itinerary for the next Roxy date.
Yeah, by the way, you were not keeping the rundown because everything on the rundown happened the 2 hours before the last hour of the show.
He's protecting
That
her.
was just the run.
Yeah.
Captain Save-A-Ho.
Exactly. Wait till you know what Roxy likes?
Somebody who can do a good rundown.
People who bust their ass. Which is what Adrian did not do just now. All right, guys. We gave you about 18 minutes of extra radio today, all right?
For free.
For free. Well, no, you have to subscribe to Sirius
Well, no, we didn't make you pay extra for that 18 minutes.
But if you've got any extra money, we'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
To the Roxy Fund.
See you tomorrow. Luis Gomez, Thursday at Levity Live. Back here live tomorrow night. Goodbye, everybody.
Listening to Sam Roberts Show.
That is a true statement.
If you missed a moment, listen back on demand at SiriusXM.com/on-demand. And stay up to date with the Sam Roberts universe.